Alrighty, hello there everyone. We are now back with more Anime Campaign / Epithets. So, that'll be fun. Last time was our first session and foray into the system, and kinda got a bit established whatever is going on. So, give me a moment to get popped in with the rest of my crew, and we'll kind of go over some housekeeping stuff, and we'll go from there.
You thought I'm kind of glad that didn't appear in the game.
Hello.
No, it's okay, because I had another campaign of people that were just like, yeah, it's just, Steve, yeah, he's just the asshole in the corner, yeah, it's just Steve.
Okay,
Me just
first off,
sitting over here in the corner trying to stay silent.
Steve's are good dudes. Steve's are good dudes. They're good friends and dudes.
Anyway.
Do things.
Alright. So.
Mistiv, I hate to inform you, but I'm taking your couch.
Go ahead. That thing has been torn apart. Have at it.
Alright, so I got some music going on in the background. Alright. So, last time, y'all all got expositioned by some weird creature and a guy with a slug on his face.
I fought the storm, and the storm lost, actually. It was pretty good.
Yeah, and you ended up in some weird place in a forest. And you also stopped just before you hit the first sign of civilization you found.
Northrun in the south.
Well, you don't actually know that it's called Northrun, I believe. But point.
So it's southern Northrend.
Anyway. So, just kind of some actual housekeeping stuff before we actually get properly started on the session itself. Did all of y'all update your character sheets in Roll20? Because I did update your sheets in the
For the
docs.
weapon?
I have been back for all of 5 minutes.
For the weapons, right, Ari?
Yes. I mean,
yeah, I did
Snowy,
that.
you have an excuse. Mistiv, DJ, and Dark are more of the question.
I didn't have to update anything, remember?
Right. Just make... See, I'm making sure someone besides me is actually paying attention around here, because obviously sometimes I space out.
We're paying attention? Impossible.
But, alright, so, yeah, last time...
How do we pay attention?
You ended up in this forest, you ended up going a direction, you fought a guy that it turns out, he's not technically a person, he's more of a physical concept.
I fought a concept and won!
No,
Suck on that, Mrs. Jenkins!
It was more or less a draw.
Yeah, you basically talked him out of fighting y'all, and he decided to let you live.
Listen, Mrs. Jenkins said I couldn't fight. I couldn't fight an imaginary noun, and well, I did, so.
But other than that, y'all had spent the night in the middle of the forest, eating mushrooms and berries.
Mushroom.
And today you are now approaching the civilization that Pete had started kind of, taking you towards, that he had spotted, ran to, never found out anything about. He just knows it's there in the middle of the forest.
Yeah? What, do you want me to do? Walk in there, talk, get killed, never come back?
I mean, that's the thing, is that you don't even know where you are. But, for the sake of all of y'all and consistency, behold.
University campus?
Holy shit, this is an actual fucking city.
Yes.
Ironic, when you said behold, I was tracking down a Combi outbreak.
Also, Ari, we need to talk later about how to make maps for cities, because, this is nice.
Thanks. But, as you all approach the outer gates, more or less, or rather the outer walls of this place, you realize that besides it actually being civilization in the middle of these otherwise very quiet woods, it's actually a full-blown city here. Like, the buildings are not too tremendously tall, 3 to 4 stories at absolute highest, and the streets are paved with cobbled stone, and you can see people walking to and fro from wherever it is that they need to be going. And for as far as you can see, it's mostly just foot traffic. Occasionally, you see someone going by on what almost looks like a motorized scooter, but something about it certainly seems more magic than machinery.
So I'm just gonna come out and say this right now. I might be the embodiment of speed sass, but the second I walk through these walls, I'm gonna be about as quiet as that one. As he points at Jihei. So I hope you guys like conversing.
Well, I'll remember something. We need to essentially show our names first.
Uh-huh. Okay. How far are we from the gates? Are we about to walk through the threshold?
You're about to walk through the threshold.
Yeah, I'll make note of that to remember to take off my hat, and as soon as he walks past the threshold, he just goes deathly silent.
Jihei is very much kind of sticking as close to Pete as she physically can.
Ah,
Sorry.
no. This one Sour Patch Kid had like citrus acid just caked on one side, and I decided to put that side on my tongue directly. Like, oh god,
In a
Well-
second.
Well, whose fault is that,
no.
boy?
it's mine. I'm not denying that.
I'd like to ask, I'm sorry, where did Percival get Sour Patch Kids? Did Hunter pull it out of his bag?
Snowy, I will
I'm
end you.
joking, I'm joking, I'm being a jokey. Yeah.
But
Anyways,
Jake, quit going into my snack pile. Together.
so all of you cross the threshold into the city. All of you, can you please roll me a d20?
Give me a sec.
All right.
I love these rolls. Oh, hey, I forgot my macro for this was rolling a thing.
Okay, so it looks like they did update dark mode to have colors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh god, that was
Why is
actually
yours so hard to see?
because it's a dark color.
Yeah.
It's dark on dark on dark on dark. Dark, get out of here.
am I the only one who rolls under 12? Holy shit!
You rolled
Yeah.
on
Go
that
better,
one,
Mistiv.
dude. Relax.
All right. So
Blue? Yeah, much better.
note that the feat is going to be somewhat relative on this. But all of you, except for Satsuki, you kind of notice that the people, as you start crossing through the threshold into the city limits, that some of the people are kind of looking at you a little weirdly, and once in a while you may see someone whispering to someone else. Not that you can hear them, but you can see them do it. And as well, you kind of start noticing all of the people in the town have pointed ears. And specifically, I know he's not here. Pete and Percy and kind of Jihei recall. So did that Tempest character. He had pointed ears. Satsuki, you had stopped for a little while to kind of adjust your guitar case after, walking so long with it kind of strapped to your back. You kind of want to lighten the load of it a little bit, and you end up kind of getting bumped into by someone else. They seem to pay you no mind as they run off into the distance, but alas, the bottle of Coca-Cola spills out of your pouch and cracks on the ground. You in fact lose one bottle of Coca-Cola.
No!
Thankfully, it did not get on your guitar case, but
Well, there goes one ration.
Wait a second, I have an idea. Pete, seeing that before it falls to the ground, just uses epithet to slap it back in the bottle. We're fine, we're good.
the glass is broken.
No! Okay, I have an empty bottle, don't worry.
Are you going to try and water manipulate Coca-Cola into an empty bottle?
Yes, I can.
I feel like it would just take the water out of it and leave all the extra chemicals on the ground.
All right, roll me, Pete. Roll me your attempt.
Hey!
All
Call
right.
me Pete.
All right. I'd say maybe a decent amount of it, like what you probably suspect to definitely have the most amount of cobbled dirt in it, you leave on the ground, but you maybe get about half of it back into the bottle.
Yeah, I've officially elevated my status to a Coca-Cola commercial.
Okay, so should I remove it from my inventory or keep it in there?
It's mine now.
Yeah, Dark, you can remove it from your inventory. Snowy, add half a bottle of Coca-Cola into your inventory.
This stream now sponsored.
Hashtag not
All
sponsored.
right. Don't look at what
Hashtag
I
stay
just looked.
hydrated.
Don't look at the description.
I'm gonna look at the description. Tastes
What
like.
does it say?
It says, tastes like dirt. But. Wasn't expecting that to be in the ambience, but oh well. Alright, so all of y'all are kind of in town now. I'd say you're kind of about here-ish. Let me move that up. So, what are y'all going to do? You're in a new location.
So, why were we coming here again? That's out of character.
It's almost like we were in the middle of nowhere. We went to the first sign of civilization to get our bearings.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is...
yeah.
The reason you're here is because it is civilization.
Well, should we, like, see if we can find some kind of library or something, or... I don't freaking know.
I'm sorry, you want to go from one library to the woods to back to another library?
I mean, so we can try to maybe figure out where we are, Dingbat.
We could converse with the people, like normal people.
You mean that thing that I asked you to do and you didn't do?
Because there was a wall?
The only wall I can see here is the one that's growing between you and I.
Hunter, you're a jackass, and just for that, you're not getting this tasty dirt coke.
Then give me my bottle back.
That is Hunter's bottle.
You know what? He holds it out. Let's see if he can take it.
Roll to swipe from Pete's hand, Hunter.
Percival's going to freeze Pete's arm.
Okay, counter
You
roll
might be
from...
able to freeze an arm. Alright, I guess we're all rolling, so it's Mistiv first.
Can you roll for me, please? Because I am still AFK.
Alright. One from Snowy, one from Mistiv, and I'll roll for DJ.
So Mistiv's the first one trying to do the swipe, then I do the counter roll for swipe at 18, and then DJ needs to roll.
Unfortunately, Pete is a little too slippery even for ice, and he just holds onto the bottle. But now there is a decent patch of ice on the ground.
Probably use that to filter the dirt out of the coke.
Can we focus on finding what the fuck is going on here and get some info, please?
Okay, so first off, normal city, so it's not like there's anything going on here. Second, it would probably be good to, converse with some of the people. It's probably not a good idea to immediately, I don't know, waltz into a library, but considering... So with that 17 I rolled earlier, would I realize that we're near a university campus? Or some form of higher education area?
I'm gonna say, while you were looking around and kind of getting your bearings on the city, you did notice, and I'm gonna say that this is also for Percy, you did notice off in the distance, kind of in the kind of general thiswards direction, that there is a giant clock tower, and usually clock towers are indicative of something.
So, let's talk with some people.
Yeah, structure they tell time.
Let's talk with some people.
Yeah, but they don't just build a clock tower just anywhere,
And psychotic mask salesman.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk with some people, see if we can touch bases, and maybe they can point us in the direction of a library, instead of, walking around with our heads cut off. However, I could lap the city if you want me to.
let's just
not
find
cause
some...
any. Let's not cause chaos more.
Wasn't planning to, as he kind of like with Jihei in hand, just like starts to walk near the clock tower.
Alright. So all y'all kind of end up following him.
Should we follow him or just try to...
Let's stick together.
I'm tempted to just let him go on his own.
Well, the last thing we need is him getting us thrown out of town.
Are you kidding? I'd laugh my ass off if he did that.
Oh yes, me too. But it would be counterintuitive to
Everything?
split the group like that.
He's so glad when you all are just hit in the situation that Pete's a nice guy, y'all are just seeing him at his worst or being assholes to him. Because you guys have been nothing but assholes to him, so he's assholes back. He's an asshole back.
Are you
Exactly.
kidding me? He tried to be the nicest guy to you last session. He offered to let you sleep the entire night, but you just refused. Actively refused his kindness. He gave you a sleeping bag and everything, and this is what he gets.
Pete was the one that needed the least amount of sleep. But anyway, let's go. So as Pete's walking to the... What?
And also, Percival was like, "No, let's stay with him."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing you. I'm just like everyone that's specifically the dark, like the casted shade from Dark over here. You're gonna get surprised. So Pete's heading over to the clock tower to see if he can flag someone down that doesn't look busy.
Alright. So I'm going to just kind of say y'all are in this generalized area.
Okay.
And how are you going to flag someone down?
Well, basically, I'm gonna see if anyone's just like kind of sitting at a park bench or something, like a bench.
You're
Because
not...
there are people here, but like someone's probably like just meandering or like not looking like they're busy with like some kind of notes or something.
Roll me d20.
D20! That's a 9. That's not good.
You kind of look around and occasionally you try and flag someone down who's walking by, but it seems a lot of people are in a hurry around here. Like, some of them are riding kind of weird boards trying to get from one place to another. A lot are literally running by you. You actually
Is it
get...
skateboards or hoverboards?
They're almost like hoverboards. And one guy literally just shoves right past you and you almost fall over, but you manage to catch yourself. But as far as you can tell, nobody is really paying you guys any mind.
First of all, do me one favor.
Mm.
On 3, freeze it. As he kind of like cracks open the
No.
ground. No. This is not to slip somebody up. As he kind of like unscrews the actual bottle of water he has and kind of dumps a bit on the ground, just like basically just like trying to get you to put like something in the way.
Could I try maybe?
If one of you wants to.
Uh,
I was doing my thing, but if y'all want to try as well.
Well, we're trying to.
I'm not trying to slip people up.
If you let me finish.
Go ahead.
We're not trying to. We're trying to get someone to talk to us, not get weird looks.
and you're getting a lot of those, frankly.
I'm gonna basically point around considering our 217s here and going like, yeah, a lot of weird looks. I think we need to shave our ears down if we don't want weird looks.
So what should I roll there? Should I just roll a d20?
Just a d20.
That's
considered a
much
success. So, not a great one, but... Alright, so what exactly is it you're trying to do, Pete?
Basically, I was just trying to put a small
Wait, I'm
obstruction
on
in the
roll.
It's his plan, you're helping.
I was just trying to do like a small obstruction, so it's like basically to slow down some of the people that are rushing by. So it's a small odd obstruction that looks like it just leaked from like the grassy areas next to us.
No, I was just trying to see if I could like talk
Oh
to
yeah,
somebody.
they were just trying to talk to somebody.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I wasn't trying to help Snowy with his thing.
Okay,
Yeah, because my thing's stupid apparently.
No, it's just
No, it's probably better to actually
Okay,
talk to somebody.
okay, seriously, stop with the self-deprecation shit, dude.
Anyways,
It's getting old.
Alright.
Doing that.
Anyways.
Alright, so, for Dark, since he's kind of doing his own thing. You just kind of end up doing what you know best, and knowing that it occasionally kind of at least gets people to slow down compared to anything. You just kind of sigh as you see whatever Pete's doing, and you just pull out your guitar and just kind of start playing it a little bit. You just kind of kick open the guitar case and just leave it open as you just kind of start quietly playing. And eventually you get a couple people that just kind of... They looked like they weren't too much in a hurry, so they just kind of stop and listen for a little while.
So, while they're listening, Zapsky kind of just points to the side of her jacket, which has her name
Embroidered.
thank you, embroidered on it.
Alright, you just kind of lightly point at it, and one of them kind of tilts her head and she goes, "Are you from out of town? We don't see people like you very often."
Yeah, you could definitely say that. We're not from around here.
Well, that is lovely music you're playing, but your instrument is a little strange.
Well, thanks. I custom created this thing myself. It wasn't easy, but it's a crowd pleaser.
She just kind of rummages around.
What'd she say?
She said it's a crowd pleaser.
What is?
The
For
guitar.
guitar.
You kind of watch her rummage around a little bit, and she just kind of tosses a couple coins into your guitar case.
Thanks. That's extremely kind. Say, you wouldn't happen to know, where like a good place to get information would be, where like you kind of figured out, not exactly from around here, so kind of trying to get the lowdown on what's going on around here and where we are.
Her companion kind of looks at you and is like, "Well, it depends on the information that you're looking for. Are you looking to enroll here, or you just looking around town?"
More so the latter. Kind of just trying to look around town, figure out. Wait, enroll? Is this like a school?
You're standing on the university campus of Northrun. We're the biggest city on this side of the island, so it kind of makes sense that there's a university here.
No, yeah, you got a point there. So what else should I be asking, guys?
I mean,
He trusted Percy as well, right?
she has not spoken a word to anyone except
Yeah,
you.
no. I'm just saying this right now. She's no. Whenever Pete needs to go off to do something, she usually inches closer to Percy, right?
She hasn't inched close to anyone. She usually just kind of freezes.
All right. If y'all want to keep talking around these guys, I have an idea. And if you don't want to split the party, I'd suggest one of y'all come to me. I'm going to see if I can find a post office or some kind of courier stand.
DJ, Mistiv, what are your guys' thoughts?
Hey, look, a big storm.
What?
The big storm over the island across the way.
Oh yeah.
We also had a storm rolling over us last night.
I guess I might as well ask one other thing. We did hear something about some weird giant storm or something. Somebody warned us about that.
You guys, you kind of get some concerned looks out of the two of them, and they kind of look at each other a little bit, and they go, "Oh, so you really aren't from here. You're from a different continent."
Yeah,
You
pretty
could-
much. Sorry, go ahead, DJ.
No, stretching.
Yeah, we just got here yesterday, so we noticed that. Well, we met somebody and they said that there was some big storm and it didn't exactly sound good.
The lady kind of scratches at her neck and is like, "Well, most of us don't know what's going on with that either. Usually the Guardian's much more calm than this, but, well, For the past several months, well, actually it's been longer, that storm's just brewing around the lake. It doesn't ever seem to go away. I think it's to prevent passage to the center island at the center of the island. It's more or less cut off most transportation and kind of leaves some of us a bit worse for wear.
Damn, I can only imagine how much that's affecting everyone. Is there anything on the island?
Well, there's quite a few cities and towns scattered around. Not too many here out in the woods, given, its properties, but there's quite a few different places you can go. But we used to just cross over the lake to get to the mountains or get to the desert, and that was usually our fastest routes of trade, but it's slowed down considerably ever since. Most things have to take out to sea now, and I don't think we've gotten any contact from the desert regions in months.
Yeah. Well, for what's worth, I'm sorry. Best thing I can say is hopefully this stuff will be resolved soon. And I guess, stay safe and everything.
The other guy kind of looks at you a bit and just like, you said you met up with someone in the woods yesterday. Did you meet with a hunter or something? There's not usually anyone out in that direction.
Yeah, I'd say he was a hunter. A pretty young one, though. Probably on par with that. She kind of points towards Jihei and Percy. Probably not much older than
Percy?
those two.
You mean Pete?
Pete.
Thank you.
What'd I do?
Nothing.
Nothing to do.
You fucked it up. You broke it. How could
She-
you?
Yep.
She points to
Gotta
Jihei.
start over.
She points to Jihei and Pete's. Probably not much older than those two.
They kind of look at each other again and just kind of shrug it off. And like, alright, well, if you ever need any help, you can probably head off to City Hall. It's actually near the center of town here. And you kind of watch him point in the... kind of in this generalized direction.
Sweet. Thanks a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Super appreciated.
And the two of them just kind of start going back on their way. Satsuki, add two money to your money.
Woo!
Sounds.
Money, get.
So that's a crowns, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Just assume any
Just
money you get can just automatically work.
We've got a bag that transmogrifies any currency to the correct universal currency.
Hooray.
Satsuki kind of goes and reconvenes with the group. I got news, and quite a bit of it.
Alright.
So, turns out that storm has been here for a few months. It's completely cut off travel and trade. It's been around she said it was an island up in the lake.
Well,
No, I'm confirming with you, Ari.
Yeah, it's encircling an island at the center of the lake, and that you are in fact on an island.
Yeah. They apparently haven't heard from some of the desert regions in months. But if we want more info, our best bet's probably City Hall.
let's get over there then.
Y'all head to City Hall. If the cities are that spread out, that means there's an organization of couriers. I'll see if I can get in contact with them.
Oh yeah. The other thing.
Did you say
well,
courier or quarrier?
Courier.
Courier.
Okay, because now you said quarry. I'm like, what does stonemasons, what does stone miners have to do with anything here?
Okay, I was going to say, the stonemasons, that's the Illuminati, my dear sir.
one other thing.
No, those are the Freemasons. Get it right.
Go on, Dark.
So apparently, where we are currently is part of a campus of a university.
Oh, great. I avoided higher education and Jihei. Did you even bother going to college, or are you kind of on your off season right now?
You're getting that Comey look from her, and she just kind of shakes her head.
Whatever that means. So we ended up literally where we were trying to avoid.
On Snowy,
What's up?
if you right there.
Ah, thank you.
That is literally GA at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah,
Giant
well, primary.
Nervous gyration and everything.
Neither of us really, do the
I would say
college
jittering
thing.
and gyration.
I think she went to do some higher education thing that she is not willing to spill right now, considering the looks at the mass of this busy college campus. That
Oh no, you left your Chihei running.
so I'm just
I
gonna
hate all of you right now.
You
Just
cheated
gonna-
parked illegally.
hoist up this small vibrating statue, and if y'all want to meet me at the courier stand, you can meet me there.
You pick up Jihei kind of backpack carry and you take off.
It's like that one scene in Dexter's Lab where the dad can just picks Dexter up and holds him under his arm.
I mean, he could.
He could, but
The
for the
G-
sake of her safety.
Considering cartoon physics, I really like the idea of picking her up like a
Yeah, no.
cardboard cutout.
It's just that one TRG Coliseum bumper.
I mean, that also works. It's up to you, man.
For safety, yeah, backpack carry. She gets a piggyback ride, apparently.
Alright, so you're gonna go run off in that direction. We'll take care
Yep.
of
That
you
in a bit.
in a second. So where are the rest of y'all going?
I'd say City Hall.
Yep.
Alright. So the red arrow will represent the three of y'all as a collective. So you kind of go in the general
arrow.
direction that Satsuki was directed towards, and you end up near what appears to be one of the biggest buildings in town, and next to what appears to be some sort of park. For Mistiv and Percy, do it again. For Mistiv and DJ, you guys note that the park is called North Run Park. Because Satsuki never mentioned the name of the town.
Oh wait, shit! I forgot to mention that. Okay, look.
Amazing.
No,
I have a
it's
ton
fine.
of-
We're
I have a
not
ton of-
laughing at you.
Here's
I
the
have a
thing.
ton of stuff to
I
remember.
love that by proxy that just Satsuki tried to like give off the most relevant information and forgot the most relevant,
Doing. But,
and it's kind of in character for her right now, so I'm okay with it.
but
Well, I mean,
alright.
I think that's more so just I forgot that part because I had to remember quite a bit of info.
It was a bit. But either way, you are now in front of what appears to be a weird combination of City Hall and the city courthouse.
Oh, sorry.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Well, should we go in?
Sure, why not?
Alright. So you walk into the building, and as you would expect, maybe like 10 feet into the building, there is some sort of kind of security check. There are what appears to be some sort of security kind of standing around inspecting people as they come in, and it's not exactly metal detectors, but they're definitely inspecting people for something.
Slipping my brass knuckle into the pouch.
Alright. Who wants to
So-
go first?
I don't
Actually,
know.
Percy, you want to throw your gun in here too?
Well, it's just it's out and it's buckled, basically.
Yeah, but like,
What was not okay? So it's not okay. Not out. It's holstered and it's buckled,
okay.
and it's actually under. And it's actually under my coat. Holstered.
They're checking people.
Yeah, they're
I'm pretty sure they're
checking
gonna
people.
see it.
Oh.
I mean, it is Percy. You
I mean,
don't
I
know.
just
And like, also, I think Percy's like relevance as a cop, other than his experience, is basically shit in this world right now. So it probably is not a good idea.
Less
him
shit,
to
more
walk.
null and void.
Yeah,
I
I'd
mean,
say
I-
probably
I-
not a good idea to have a.
What's a police officer?
It's not that what's a police officer. It's like what is his relevance?
What
So,
is
like,
gun?
Yeah.
I mean,
What
I have
is
a,
gun?
No.
Who is this?
You don't know.
I mean-
What is shield?
Mhm.
Yeah, no, you. Okay, fair. And Percival takes it, just basically just unbuckles his pistol and just drops it in the pouch.
Alright.
I better get that
I mean,
back.
I imagine I'm fine because it's just a guitar.
Alright. Percy, roll me d20.
Oh god, why?
to see if they notice you doing that.
It's okay, even if they do see you do it, they'll have no clue what that thing is that you put in there because they'll never see it again.
I mean, if they try to reach in for it, they're gonna pick up something else. They're not even gonna pick up anything.
Alright, you're fine. They don't
I'm
don't
rolling
notice.
hot today. What the hell? I'm
Also,
concerned.
consider this. Unless Hunter lets them, if they open the bag to look for the gun, it's not gonna be in there.
No, it's even more simple than that. He just takes off the pouch and hands it to them when he goes to check.
Yeah.
As soon as it leaves his possession, it is no longer that pouch. It's just whatever was in there beforehand.
Yep. Alright,
I mean,
so
again, I imagine I'm fine because it's just a guitar.
yeah. Alright, so
I don't
y'all
think guitar can fit in fanny pouch anyway.
yeah, so y'all walk up to the security detail. Thankfully for Percy, they didn't notice anything. And who wants to go first?
I'll raise my hand, sure.
Yeah, I guess
Alright.
I'll go second.
Alright, so Mistiv, you kind of walk up to the security, and one of them kind of pulls out what appears to be some sort of, like, scepter or wand or something, and they just kind of wave it around you for a little bit, and one of them kind of just curiously quirks an eyebrow as Jake just kind of pokes his head out of your pocket, and he looks at you for a little bit, looks at the kangaroo rat, kind of shrugs it off as he points his wand in front of Jake, and it does nothing, and he just kind of waves you on through.
He does a little bow his head in acknowledgement and goes through.
Alright.
Meanwhile, he's going to go through his fanny pack and try to find Percy's gun. It's going to take a minute.
Maybe wait until we're out of line of sight.
Yeah.
I just need to make sure that I can get my hand on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so Satsuki, you also go up there, and they kind of start waving you down a little bit, and I'm gonna roll something real fast. Alright. They get a couple...
What is this music?
I don't know, it's just whatever the ambience is, man.
What butters?
And their stick kind of starts bleeping a little bit as they run it over you, but they can't seem to figure out why, so...
Who,
They don't-
me or Hunter?
For Satsuki. Like, they kind of look at her for a little bit, and they do ask to inspect your guitar case, and nothing in there bleeps, and so they're just, like, it might be malfunctioning, so they just kind of wave you through as they started going to find another wand. Alright.
She kind of just nods and goes on her way.
You're not sure why they're so confused. Alright. Percy, you go up there and they start kind of doing the same thing, and they kind of wave the wand over your eraser cups and it starts bleeping at them. And they kind of look at you and go, "What are these?"
Hold on, I'm trying to word this right.
You're a bounty hunter.
Just tools for restraining people who tend to become unruly.
Any reason they're enchanted?
You know how some people can have powers that can potentially be lethal?
Kind of gives you a look for a second. Those kinds of people. Alright.
Yes.
Just don't use them while we're here. And kind of just waves you on through.
Yeah.
Alright. You got through without much incident.
And I'll walk on through.
Alright.
And I nearly slip and fall. I legitimately nearly slipped and fell because I'm walking on carpet and there's a piece of glossy paper on the floor.
Oof.
Why is there?
Congratulations. But you reconvene with the other two, and All right, you are now in the main part of the City Hall building. What are you gonna try and do?
Well,
Get information probably
What information are
I
you
feel
specifically gonna try and get?
about the storm, like about the
yeah, the
location
storm
around.
and the island, I'd say.
All right. So,
Do, do, do,
trying to think of how to word this.
carefully.
Lethally.
Lethal League.
Lethally word it.
Jawbreaker.
Uh,
Ain't nothing like a funky beat.
Alright, so you guys kind of wander in a little bit and start looking at some directories that are posted on the walls and stuff. And you notice that there is one that is essentially called the... God, I don't have a good word for it.
The
It's
man in the mirror.
It's basically a department of the island affairs, more or less. You're not exactly
The
sure what
depart-
that means, but
The department of people who know what the fuck is going on.
essentially. And it says that it is going to be located somewhere on the second floor. And so you kind of...
Well,
Go on.
well, I'd say that's a pretty good start.
And so you kind of go up and you manage to find, surprisingly, an elevator. And
Oh man, an elevator.
take it up to the second floor, and you start kind of wandering around until you end up finding the department. And it looks like, thankfully, there's someone in there and they're open and they're not on their lunch break, as they always seem to be whenever you actually need these people.
Getting too close to home there.
Kinda.
And you guys go in, and there looks to be a secretary. And she's just kind of looking at some files and stuff, and you do obviously see her name on a nameplate on her desk. And she just kind of looks at you all and goes, "Can I help you?"
Well, we're kind of trying to find some info on some stuff.
I am trying to not make a freaking John Mulaney joke.
Oh no. What joke are you trying not to make?
We're new in town.
Oh god damn it.
My joke every time we do this. Oh shit! I can make this joke.
So, we were hoping to maybe get. We're not exactly from around here, as in a different continent. So, we keep hearing about this storm on some island in the lake. We were wanting to get some info on that.
She kind of looks at you all a little bit, and it's just like, were you sent here to help deal with the problem, or are you just curious?
I mean, we weren't sent here, so I mean, should I say we're just curious?
I mean, that's up to you on how you want to go about this.
I mean, telling the truth would probably be the best bet at this point.
Well, we're a bit curious, but if we can help, why not?
She kind of looks at you all a little bit and goes, well, it's just been a issue as of late where the island guardian seems to have lost his marbles, and, well, now no one can use the lake at the center of the island. We've been waiting for anyone that can figure out what to do about it, but so far, the storms have wrecked every ship that have ever tried.
So, when exactly did it start? We heard a few months back, but was it like anything that happened just before that could have had the Guardian, go nuts? I guess, for lack of a better term.
You kind of watch as she thinks for a little bit, and she kind of goes, as far as we're aware, it's maybe been about 9 or 10 months of ongoing grievances, but so far nothing's been concrete on figuring out why. Then again, it's not like anyone can just go and ask him.
And I'm guessing that would require getting past the storms in the first place.
Seems so, and even then, it's been... There's been some issue as of late as well, where even localized storms are sporadic at best and severe at worst.
Wow. I mean, DJ Mistiv, feel free to chime in.
I'm just trying to think of what to say.
Well,
I can give you guys some time to think as I go over to Snowy.
So,
Basically.
Waffle came over to help
Transition.
me out, so...
Alright, Kitty. Alright, so... Give me a second, I'm gonna... do this.
I'm surprised I'm not entirely exhausted, considering the fact that I lost an hour of sleep.
Alright, that'll work. Alright, so... Pete, after you kind of broke off from the group, you kind of started wandering around a bit, and I'm gonna say you kind of ended up over here. There we go.
Okay.
Kind of still with Jihei clinging onto you for dear life.
Jogging that fast.
I mean, still compared.
Yeah, it's like, I know like she's hanging on for dear life. I'm basically doing like a brisk jog, which I don't know what that's for Pete compared to everyone else.
Probably like just slightly faster than the average person's jog.
Yeah.
But you end up kind of what looks to be at least some sort of regional post office, or at least a post office for this sector of town.
Okay.
And you just kind of put the Jihei down.
Gently place Jihei down.
And she still looks about as able to communicate as ever.
Alright, stick with me. We'll be fine,
So
okay?
incredibly well.
Just stick with me, alright?
She just kind of does a little nod.
Okay. As he kind of like slowly walks in.
Alright.
What, you in the post office?
You are greeted by
Yeah.
post office.
Oh, man, you by the post office, man. The building's reading you.
Man, I love this. It's great customer service. Anyway. So I kind of walk in and I kind of like I look around, and considering my, experience with such a place, I'm kind of looking for someone that seems to be kind of in charge.
As far as you can tell, kind of in the front area, it is just usual post office shenanigans. Like, you just see some people literally taping up packages and stuff.
He's gonna like slowly
I am
walk up.
home.
He's gonna slowly walk up and kind of like place his hat down and kind of point at the name on like sewn into his hat as he kind of walks up.
Alright, are you doing this to just some random schmo? Or
The person at the desk. I'm just gonna tap on the
Okay.
glass and then.
Alright. He kind of looks at you, looks at your hat, kind of gets a weird quizzical look for like a second, and it just like... Are they that desperate for mail carriers? They're sending people from another town?
Listen, it's not from another town per se. I am a freelance courier, and I was informed that the area that I was supposed to be delivering a package to is currently inaccessible. someplace near the center of the lake, not far from here. What's going on there?
Roll me a d20.
Damn it! I have the item in my fucking hands!
It's not so much the hat.
Not the hats! I have the fucking package in my goddamn
The guy
hands.
kind of looks at you like you're nuts.
I am nuts. Thank you for
And-
noticing. Peanuts, actually.
And he's just like, I hate to tell you, kid, but there ain't nobody who lives at the island in the center of the lake.
Well, I was informed that I'd need to deliver or at least look into why packages or information wasn't leaving that area in the center of the lake. There's a giant storm billowing across that, and my boss is going to be pretty miffed if I come back empty-handed. You understand that, right?
Well, tell your boss they're crackers.
Fair
Nothing
enough.
comes or goes from that island. Even
Aside
before
from
the storm.
Aside from special people? Concepts, if you will?
Roll me another d20.
And I'll be back. My food's gonna be here. Like
That's a
5
12.
minutes.
That's technically a success under this system.
The guy kind of looks at you a little bit weirdly again and just like, did you run into that weird hunter kid?
If he's a hunter, well, then he definitely is really bad at his job because he missed me 3 times. Does he have a cup of water next to him or something near him with water?
No, because he is dealing with mail.
Fair enough. Alright. Is there like a water fountain nearby?
You
I'm
kind of
cracking up in my camel pouch for this.
You kind of look around, and the only thing you see is just usual male shenanigans and a very petrified Jihei.
Fine, I'm slapping this out of my camel pouch to get a bit of water out, and we're just gonna basically swirl it in the air.
Alright, what you doing, man?
Like, I've got a job, I've got a particular set of skills similar to that kid. I just need to know where I need to go to figure out what's going on over there. I thought being here as a courier would help, if I could speak to someone else here or anything. Just to get out of your hair, because you're clearly busy taping up that box.
He kind of just looks at you and is like, well, if you're looking for why there's a giant storm, maybe say Hall. If you're looking for how to get past the giant storm, read a book, kid. That or
You're helpful.
go to the theater. I don't know what did people your
Theater?
age do anyway.
I'm guessing you're just telling me to go watch a flick and not actually go talk to anyone working there, right?
He looks at you like, what?
I need
A
to step away first.
show. A play. Whatever you want to call it.
Well, there is a playhouse here in town. Recently heard it got remodeled.
Remodeled? Interesting. Well, while you go back to taping up that package and desperately trying to keep up the things, I'll see what I can do to keep those storms from delaying any more,
He kind of looks at you and is just like, good luck actually telling the forces of nature to how to do the jobs.
One force of nature to another? What's a hurricane to a typhoon, eh?
I believe lightning.
That is not the case either way. Neither of them. You know what? I'm not even going to discuss weather patterns with you. We're out of here.
So you're gonna pull the Jihei out of there because she did not move literally at all.
Basically, just like pick up the cardboard cutout and just leave, holding above head.
Alright. Alright.
Just gonna say to Jihei, it's like, man, mailmen are useless, and I thought I was the most useless mailman.
She just kinda looks at you. And you kinda watch her rummage around real quick, and she pulls out her game thing and just kind of quickly types out a message on the screen.
There's no one here. You're really making. All right, fine. What's up?
She just kind of types out, maybe don't use water in post office.
It's fine all the time back home, but yeah, fair.
And you also met with find the others, question mark.
They went to City Hall, I think. I was really hoping I'd find more information to bring to them. What am I supposed to say? Hey, Pete failed again. Let's see if we can find information somewhere else, eh? God, post offices, you think messages are constantly being passed around, eh?
She just kind of blinks at you a little bit and just kind of goes, food, question mark.
Yeah, we'll pick up some food on the way over there. Also, what'd you peg in the city? Like, weird fantasy medieval, not quite? Or...
She kind of thinks for a little bit before typing out fantasy 90s.
Oh, God.
Like, it seems somewhat modern enough, but there's still certain things that you're just rendering more questions than you're getting answered.
Pete looks dead on to Jihei going like, dear God. It's what the 60s believed the 90s would be. They had so much hope for us.
She just kind of blinks at you.
Alright, we got on to City Hall.
Alright, so you three that are there. I know Dark's still not here, but the other two of you, have you considered any questions for Miss Secretary?
So where'd we leave off here?
Ask what name that place is and ask who to go to actually talk about that. Maybe.
Yeah, we're. Now I'm trying to separate the information he learned from what we learned.
Well, Pete basically learned...
I learned fuck all.
Yeah, he learned that there's a playhouse in town, but that's about it.
Okay, so we learned that there's a angry guardian. Where do we go to find the guardian? Probably on the island.
Somewhere on the island.
How do we get past the storm to get into the island?
No idea.
What I miss?
Pete learned fuck and
failing.
all.
He learned fuck and all.
Okay, so
So, so go ahead and ask your first question, Hunter. Or Percy, whichever one.
The question. Okay. Well, the guardian, I'm assuming, is going to be on the island. Is there a way to traverse our way to the island?
The secretary kind of looks at you a little bit, kind of gets up from her chair.
Don't say boat. Don't say boat. Don't say boat. Don't say boat.
and she kind of
Toy boat.
she starts rummaging through some old files and stuff, and it's just like, well, looks like typically it was by boat through the lake.
Why, he doesn't like water?
No, I was hoping to avoid the sarcastic comment of boat.
Well, you don't know. There could have been another way, but as far as this person's able to tell you, it is legitimately only by boat.
I guess that explains why nobody's been capable of getting there. If every ship that's gone there has been bad, either sank or just been unable to get there.
Unfortunately, it seems that we're unable to figure out any way of getting through the waves. The winds are one thing, and you can usually account for them, or just hope that lightning doesn't strike you, but if the waves come crashing and, well, capsize the boat, there's not much you can do.
There is.
And she just kind of looks at all of you. I'm certain this is not the most important information you've gathered about any of this.
It's the only information we've gathered.
Yeah, it's honestly way more helpful than you're probably thinking.
Well,
So there's an angry guardian on the boat. What can you tell us about this guardian?
she kind of thinks about it and is like, well, just what anyone here is told, that he is, well, the reason the island exists and prospers, and we call him the Guardian because he is supposed to maintain the rains that flourish the land. And, well, there's no controlling him. He is very fickle. But as far as we can tell, the storms around the lake are there to stay, and now there seems to be a new Guardian running around the forest. None of us are sure about that. But there always seems to be a storm brewing somewhere here in the forest. Tends to at least not come too close to town.
Satsuki kind of looks to the other two, kind of like, wonder who that is.
I wonder if the two have anything in common.
Possibly.
Well, wait. You think that this new guardian might maybe know something? Like, maybe he might know how to get there safely, or is he going to try talking to them yet?
She kinda goes,
No idea.
it's hard to say. Like I said, the new Guardian doesn't ever seem to venture too close to town, and, well, I can't say I know personally anyone that's ever tried, but that's also because I never really leave town. You might have to look for someone that maybe goes out there. Is there
Well,
anything else I can help you with today?
have you got anything else you want to say? Otherwise, I feel like our best bet's probably to go find Tempest.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there.
Ditto.
DJ? Yeah. No, that should be plenty. You've actually been probably a bigger help than you think. Thanks again for your time.
Very well. And you guys all take your leave?
Yeah.
Alright, so,
Pete's probably arrived by time then.
yeah. So, all of you get out of the city hall to Little Incident and meet up with Pete and Jihei.
What's the happy haps?
Well, we need to go find Tempest.
Best of luck there. Kid's about as fast as me, and I can't keep up with him, so.
I mean, anyone else got any ideas?
I do, but I doubt you asked about it, did y'all?
Well, I was getting to that, but what's your idea?
Other inscribed. Find them, see if they can talk to each other. They're probably the ones that are most likely to have even looked into the situation.
It appears you were
come
met
on.
with just funk faces.
Remember,
What?
like, the cops have a couple of inscribed, and they're pretty decent what they do. Post office is full of inscribed. Inscribed usually congregate together. And considering the, what do we think about pseudo fantasy 90s, Jihei? We're in? I wouldn't be surprised if there are, parties of inscribed people.
Give me a second here. Y'all are interrupted by the growling of Jihei's stomach.
Let's
She just
get food.
shamefully looks at the ground.
Yeah, let's get some food. After we get some food, we look for inscribed, okay?
Mhm.
keep getting me.
Wee wow, way wow. I like the idea that there's one person with the epithet of siren.
I feel like that's not one you want to encounter.
Well, he's always in the distance.
Anyway, y'all kind of meander.
is your head shaped like that?
What?
Siren head.
Oh.
Ah,
But all of y'all kind of eventually gravitate towards what appears to be sort of the food/shopping area of the city. And there are a lot of restaurants. Like, imagine, like, the typical downtown sort of place. Like, you see, like, every other building has tables outside.
Eats munching on one of his high-calorie bars. So, where are we going?
you just reminds me when I was on tour in Boston.
Listen, chick. I need to constantly eat, or else I'm gonna basically crash on the ground. One missed snack time, and boom, Family Guy funny moments number 54.
Anyone want suggestions for what you should do?
Give us
To be
names
honest,
of the places and the food places.
Yeah.
Alright.
For me, it's just like the only thing I got is freaking. The only thing I got is just go looking for Tempest again.
Alright,
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at the chat.
Talking shit.
Alright,
You know what?
Talk
Y'all,
shit, get hit, boy.
y'all give Jihei some food. I'm gonna talk around here and see. Let's see, what's 1 every 10 with us inscribed? So I'm bound to meet somebody in this area.
I mean, isn't that? I mean, yeah, but we don't even know if that statistic is the same here.
Considering that Tempest is a concept, yeah, I'm willing to bank on that.
Alright. I I have randomized some names of restaurants for you.
Oh my god. Why am I terrified?
They are randomized
Where's this gonna be?
in the Game 2 chat.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
And
we have the Mammoth Lighthouse, the First Chimney, the Mountain Blanket, the Sushi Ferry, the Silent Fable. That actually
And
sounds like a
these.
decent... Oh, Cheese Pizzeria, the Pizzanity Pizzeria. Those gotta be those gotta be competitors.
Oh,
What were the first ones?
honestly, the Silent Fable sounds like a bar.
The Silent Fable sounds like an inn you'd go find in a D&D campaign. I actually really like that. I'm stealing that.
Well, I did randomly generate it. Also, I'm
No,
sorry.
so,
if
but again, the
thing
Yeah.
Silent
is messed
Fable
up.
sounds like a bar, and I love it.
So everyone, once again, we have the Mammoth Lighthouse, which is probably a seafood place. The First Chimney, probably baked goods. The Mountain Blanket, I don't even know. The Sushi Ferry, that's probably pretty
The
self-explanatory.
sushi fair.
Sorry, the Sushi Fair. I always get that E at the end. Alright, the Silent Fable is just, I'm gonna guess, a pub where most of us can either get soft pretzels and alcohol that we can't drink yet.
And cheese.
The Pizzanity Pizzeria and its competitor, Oh Cheese Pizzeria, probably literally across the street from each other, throwing pies at each other every day.
No, because I work at the muffin factory.
So I work at ZC. I work at the cheese. Only the cheese.
So, where are
Can I
y'all
smack
gonna go?
yet?
I say the First Chimney. That sounds
Can I
promising.
smack it yet, Ari?
No.
I feel like that's either gonna be like, some kind of smokehouse, a grill, or a bakery.
I like it. Camille's suggestion. Mountain Blanket specialty is American raclette, aka 1,000-degree knife versus cheese wheel.
Bleh.
But
Thank you,
alright.
Camille.
So, y'all end up going to the First Chimney, which, like, have you ever heard of Beyond Bread?
Nope.
No, but
No?
it sounds good.
Is it bread from space? Space bread?
Hold on, let me.
Spread.
Have you ever heard of
Uh,
Panera?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it's
Yes.
basically one of those places that is like 90% bakery with the occasional sandwich.
So space bread, that's just an average Sana Sakumo stream.
Yeah, like
Space bread?
Huh?
Spread.
Space-
VTuber.
Anyway.
But yeah, like Beyond Bread is a frickin' like it is bread upon bread upon bread, and you can get sandwiches and the occasional soup. Like you
Bread.
walk in and you just see the wall of bread.
That sounds fantastic.
It's just
Alright.
bread.
Alright, Ari,
Where are you? I'm at the
I-
bread store.
I need to know because we've never really discussed this.
Mhm.
How many crowns is it to satisfy Pete's hunger until he needs to eat a snack bar in a bit?
We'll deal with that in a second.
Well, eh,
Yeah, y'all frickin'
Oh, so wait, that's also another great question. How much money to fill the eternal hunger statue that is Jihei?
I mean,
Um,
you haven't determined that one yet.
also, Ari, do I have both time and okay for me to BRB so I can go bring the stuff downstairs and feed Barscotch quick?
This is a kind of a down moment, so go ahead, do your thing.
Okay,
Y'all are just
thanks.
eating. So y'all walk into this place and are greeted by the wall of bread. And it smells like 50 different types of baked breads and 50 different types of baked cheese in the breads.
This is amazing.
Welcome to the bread bank.
And
Welcome to the.
it otherwise kind of looks like just kind of a weird cafe sort of place. There's a big old menu completely
Welcome to
written
the
in
bread bank,
chalk
motherfucker.
and all of that.
It's
And
just bread.
and y'all kind of go to figure out what the heck you're gonna do, and Pete, you go to turn around and ask what Jihei wants, and you see that she has scrambled into the most cornermost table she can find.
Figure that
you are
out.
left with a frickin' outline of Jihei.
I'm gonna go figure out
It's just the dotted line blinking.
Yeah.
what she wants. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Okay. Alright, Jihei. Okay, they sell bread, they sell loaves, they got bread on deck, bread on the floor, toasted and roasted. Okay?
But not
However,
toasted, ironically.
I'm not sure about if they've got gluten.
Uh. You're kind of met with a blank stare as she kind of looks over to like the menu, and you kind of see her squint behind her glasses a bit, and she pulls out her system again for a second, and then she puts it down for a second, and she just whispers, "Tortilla soup."
Alright. That's fair. Alright, I'm gonna go see if that guy with the Yeezys has any tortilla soup as he points to the guy at the counter.
All right.
And you just see like instead of like the normal like dust cloud as Pete runs off, no, it's like the long leg stretch step back over.
So y'all go up and you kind of
Carry the 3. Okay, so I need 6 bowls of tortilla soup.
are you ordering for the others, or is that for you?
Shut up. I need 6 bowls of tortilla soup.
The guy looks at you for a second and goes, "How many of these are in the bread?"
Just like loading screen in the back. All and just like all, just like respond with all.
You just see him write down whatever it is, and looks at the rest of y'all. Just figure out like what kind of sandwich you want. Just assume it's there. You like sandwich?
Do you like the sanded witch? Listen, not to hag on you, but that's some pretty good witch.
I was gonna say, God damn it! I'm gonna say, are the other two of you actually here?
I don't think they are. Oh wow, what a response!
Mistiv is in fact here.
I
Like,
broke the other one out of silence as well. You're welcome.
what kind of sandwiches you want? Just write
Just
it down.
order a sandwich, just generic sandwich.
Just don't do the Steven patented toast sandwich.
Hey, listen
They
here,
probably have
Camille.
toast
Do they
sandwiches.
have egg toast sandwich?
They
Egg salad sandwich. Let's go.
You order an egg salad sandwich, and the guy just kind of nods and asks you what type of bread you want.
Wheat.
Meat. And for the DJ,
bread.
Just a chicken soup
Oh wait,
Chicken
shit.
soup.
Yeah.
In the
Add an
bread?
egg in a
in the bread.
in the
add an
bread.
egg in a hole.
Oh my
On top of
God.
my 6
I
bowls of
will
tortilla
end you,
soup.
Snowy. Stop eating so much.
Alright, so just insert random thing for Satsuki, and all together that comes out to 6 crowns.
All right. So how many of those crowns are mine?
5 of them.
5 of them. That's fair. All right. I didn't need money anyway. I have drumsticks.
Did I miss anything important?
Pete is
5.
ordering 6 bowls of chicken tortilla soup. And an egg in the whole sandwich.
And an egg in a hole. Yeah.
6.
6.
6.
6.
6.
And they're all in bread bowls too, so he's getting extra carb.
Uh-huh.
Bread bowls are amazing, but technically, actually no, he's getting less soup technically.
Less soup,
Yeah.
more carb though.
Yeah.
But all of y'all get your food ordered. You sit with the Jihei, and she is just sitting there in the corner playing something.
All right. So Pete, holding the tray of tortilla soups and egg in a hole, gives 1 tortilla soup to the Jihei.
She looks at it and puts down her stuff so she can eat.
Okay. He, like, as quick as it landed on the table, has already eaten all his food.
What are you, Kirby?
First off, not a lawyer. Second off, I need to keep eating or else I quite literally might die. Do you really think that do you think the energy that comes from my constant, just like arm, just like hold still, but the arm is still very much vibrating, that just comes like normal? I still have to like get energy the traditional way.
Here's a thought. Maybe slow down.
Like, physically cannot.
Doubt that, but you do you.
No, physically cannot. If you really want a perspective of like the situation I'm at, you all are always talking in slow motion for me. So
You're
physically
like a
cannot slow
marshmallow
down.
in slow motion.
Elbows Percy. I think he's got ADHD.
Probably do, dumbass.
But all of y'all kind of sit and enjoy thine soup and egg salad.
Egg salad is pretty good.
Ugh. And all of y'all just kind of look around outside the window, and you do notice that there is what appears to be a general store and a pharmacy nearby as well. And like a weird antique shop? Question mark?
You guys want to like pick up a weird antique or something?
I mean, if y'all want to go antiquing, I need to see if we can find someone that might be able to help us.
Well, I mean, the main thing is we know where there's.
What the fuck?
What
Can
was
I
that?
help you?
Was
Can I
that a
help
cat?
you?
Was that butterscotch?
That was butterscotch.
Okay.
I thought that was
sounded like-
DJ making weird noises
I thought
again.
that was Noodle.
That noodle screams a lot more, shrilly. Here,
I
I'll
honestly
get
thought
her.
someone farted.
I'll
Please
get
do-
Noodle.
Please do not make the cat scream.
I'm not gonna make the cat scream. She'll scream on her own.
I don't think I have ever heard Noodle. But point stands. Is your plan going to be to
Give me a
check?
sec, I got
Ah.
Noodle.
Ow, that whistle.
Sorry.
Ow.
It's fine. Is our
Activate whistle.
It's our plan going to be to check what?
To check the various stores, since you're so far coming up with nothing.
I feel like that we probably should. Then maybe we should. If nothing else comes from that, we should just go look for Tempest.
Alright, so I will probably say once the Snowy gets back that this is probably his best time to actually look at buying some shit.
So how much is it costing?
One of you just take 1 crown out of your pocket because it was 6 total and 5 of that was frickin' Pete.
I can handle that if you want.
No idea where Noodle is.
You sure, Mistiv?
Where? Oh god, I gotta go to the freaking.
First round's on me.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yeah,
I gotta go to the Google sheet.
yeah, the
I'm
money
already on
will be regulated to the Google Sheets.
Go.
But
Yeah, no, I forgot that the freaking that doesn't actually have a
money.
stupid
Let's
inventory page.
let's see how hard I can spike my D20 off the table.
I was also gonna say, for the sake
Please
of reference,
don't.
Snowy, this is probably your best bet to actually look at the tab called North Run Shops and figure out what the hell you want to buy, even though
Is
I do know that
everyone
you are
taking 1 crown off, or
No, just Mistiv.
okay?
Just gonna say this right now. I've got no money for the one thing I would have bought. So
Which is...
the dagger.
Ah. You
I could have.
You have 5.
Wait. I have 5. You're right. But I can't buy the dagger all the time. So what's the point?
Alright, so I will give you guys some chance to look at the frickin' shops again. Kind of get your bearings going. Because I do see something that Pete might want to just invest his money into, in general.
That is?
Food.
You're right. I probably need to just buy as much. You've got a point. Let's see how. Oh god, I might as well just drop the money on the gift package. Just buy the gift package times 10. Just not worry about buying food for a bit.
Ooh.
Yes.
That snowflake obsidian orb seems very, very interesting.
The training one seems neat too, but give me a sec.
Okay.
That's for him himself going.
I know, but still, it's just like okay.
I'm sorry, giant woman energy.
Don't worry about it.
I mean,
don't worry about it.
It's what it says on the tin.
Turning around and walking away.
You just read the the label. I mean, that's a good quick heal.
Pop-up base could be useful.
What you looking at, Dark?
My immediate thought was the pop-up base, but I mean that feels like it kind of could be useful, but I don't know.
I'll say
other
don't
than
worry
that-
about that one.
Other than that, not much was exhibiting speaking to me.
Oh, so Ari, is it a single gift package that's basically a day ration pack, or is it 2?
Yes. No, you buy 2 at a time for one coin.
Okay.
1 box is 1 day. So if you buy 10 of them, that's 10 days.
Okay. Contains nuts.
Flavor text.
I feel we should probably buy, some kind of semblance of food.
I mean, we still do have all of that meat that Tempest gave us last time.
Yeah, you still have at least a day's worth, but where are you sticking the meat?
We cooked it
void.
beforehand, so we're hopefully letting it dry,
Yeah.
turning it to some jerky.
I will say, just kind of for your reference, the Jihei is gonna buy this pop-up base. Don't worry about how she managed to convince someone to sell her something.
Oh, jeez.
Sounds like somebody's trying to sell me something.
The store owner thought she was cute.
But yeah, so don't worry about that. Y'all will have that in your inventory.
Now, what's the nymph's glove supposed to do anyway?
Basic. I haven't quite determined yet, but it's basically like if you just want a punch attack, it would probably have similar stats to Mistiv's brass knuckles.
Okay.
Like basically no extra thing, but you have an extra weapon option, quote
I
unquote.
see the thing that says ease of movement, and I'm like, what?
Well, they're not like metal gauntlets. They're just gloves.
Sturdy gloves built to help with ease of movement.
You can punch good.
They punch good. That's the flavor text. They punch good.
No, it's a subtext. Sturdy goes both the ease of movement. They punch good.
Oh, let's look at this training one. Can somebody learn thaumaturgy?
I mean,
Well,
I'll
Spell
be
List is
honest.
included with it.
I was gonna say
Eldritch Blast.
I was gonna say I haven't completely figured out the spell list, but it would be very basic spells. Probably cantrips to level 1.
Prestidigitation.
Like, probably that would be the best equivalency.
Just grab a. You know what? Okay, well, if we're talking about your spell list for thing, I could just grab you a list of like basic wizard spells if you want.
This
It'd mostly be thaumaturgy,
be-
prestidigitation, maybe mage hand.
Maybe firebolt and mage hand, and there's your 4 spells.
But I would say that can be determined at a later time.
Yep.
Or druidcraft.
Also, I
depending on how
may
you wanna
adjust
go.
the actual damage of the pellet gun, but that depends.
Alright. So, I guess I'm going to drop my last 5 crowns on making sure that Pete doesn't, become Family Guy funny moments.
Food.
So, I'm just going to put, food times 10.
I forgot that you have a friggin' paperclip.
Yes! Congrats, you're 1 paperclip richer!
Anonymous Dumbo Octopus.
Yeah, that's someone.
Whoever is up in the top left in the general store.
There you go.
is Dumbo Octopus.
There you go, Ari. I hope you enjoy that.
You just need to eat your friggin' dumbass.
What are you yelling at now?
Okay, I got what I want.
What did you get, boy?
I'm going to buy 1 set of ×10 gift packages
Alright.
and 1 healing potion.
Alright.
Meow.
That'll leave me with 1.
What?
You can buy some jelly.
What
I
butterscotch?
don't know if I want jelly.
You don't want jelly to go with whatever's in the gift package? What if you have toast?
Fine, here, get some jelly.
Butter.
You've convinced me with toast.
Butter.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Well-
I am concerned about that Royal Space Jelly.
What?
I'm going...
Butter?
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm gonna go on a really weird spending spree if I ever find crowns again, because all of the neat stuff I wanted to buy, it was basically taken away from me because I needed to buy soup.
First he's gonna get a knife.
Alright.
And, I actually needed to buy soup because of gameplay stuff, not because I wanted to be silly.
Alright, I will determine the actual damage for that, in a bit. I'd say... Let's see here. You do 4 damage with gun.
The damage of the knife?
And I'm looking over, your guys' regular damages right now. I'd say the knife probably does 4 damage.
Ari, do you like my description of it?
It's sharp.
It is sharp.
Yeah, so...
I'm glad I've encouraged everyone to write
And also,
descriptions for
I'm
it.
going to take the dive and purchase the 10-pack of rations.
I did
Alright.
that already.
I
Oh,
mean,
you did that?
Yeah.
we have 2 people who have bought 10 packs of rations, so it's
Oh,
like,
okay.
Well, one of us bought it specifically because he needs to eat constantly.
Yeah.
The other
I-
one
I-
bought it for everybody else.
I will say,
Okay.
for the sake of Pete, that regardless of how much he is eating, quote unquote, he still only consumes 1 gift package per day.
That's fair.
Just for the sake of him not having to buy 20 in place of you guys only needing.
Okay, then if
buy
anything,
10.
I'll get a.
Do you want jelly?
No.
Should
Why are you
I be
worried
buying
about the
food?
jelly?
If anything, because Ari, I know you. If anything,
I
2
bought the
boxes of
space
bandages.
jelly.
Go on, DJ.
2 boxes of bandages.
Alright, what were you saying, Dark?
Should I be buying food?
I mean, it might be a good idea for you to buy some food. You don't know how long you're going to be out here.
I will buy two gift packages.
Alright.
So you're getting 4.
Yeah, are you buying 1 of the times 2, or are you buying 2 of the times 2?
I'm buying 2 of the times 2.
Okay, you have
So
4.
you're getting 4.
Yes.
Who's on first?
Third base. Stay on the infield.
Who throws
at
it to
this-
who? Who throws it
at
to
this-
what? What throws it to I don't know. Triple
At
play.
this
And
at
I
this
don't
stage,
give
I'm
a darn. Oh, he's
at
our
this-
shortstop.
Ari, you said it does 4 damage to the dagger.
Yes, go on, Snowy.
at this stage, I'm just gonna spike the. I'm gonna spike my D20 into the table to hopefully find an epithet user. That's not enough spiking.
Alright.
Testing out the
I'm
macro.
not.
There we go.
I was also gonna say,
Spike it
don't worry
harder.
about that for now, Snowy, because I have an idea. I just
Well,
want
the
you guys.
die is stuck in the table.
Oh no, she's got an idea.
I want you guys to settle for all your stuff because, one, Jihei did buy the pop-up base for you guys, so don't worry about that.
But I already had a tent. Oh, speaking of, hold on. Let me go back into my pouch and get Percy's gun out.
Give him gun.
I forgot to give him back his gun. How long does it take me to find it?
Because you know it's in there at all, you pick it up in like 10 seconds.
Oh, cool. Found it.
Really, I'm just gonna amass the next crowns we get because I really want to get some of these stupider items.
I mean, y'all might have to find some work to do while you're out here. But we'll get to that.
I am literally a courier. Give me 5 seconds.
Alright, so. Y'all are kind of out there doing some stuff. You managed to buy some rations, and for now, you're stuffing them all into the pouch, because, frankly, where else are you gonna stick this kind of shit? And
I don't know. Somebody's got a backpack.
Jihei just... If you try to touch her, she will just turn into a statue.
Pats her on the shoulder on purpose.
I mean, she is just frozen. Like, you could probably poke her and she'll just wobble back and forth.
Jihei used iron defense.
Jihei
Does,
isn't a
does exactly that, where I just slightly touch her shoulder with my finger just to see her
Yay!
wobble back and forth.
Is somehow both a state of liquid and solid, because if you poke her, she woggles like a jello, but if you pick her up, she's got like the stiffness of a styrofoam statue.
Alright. Oh boy. Let me see here. Alright, let me... Yeah, so you guys are all kind of going about putting some stuff away when all of a sudden, Pete, someone runs into you.
Oh no.
Like, it's not kind of a complete forceful
Okay, first off,
barrel in. Yes?
is this for the standpoint of like getting the plot forward, or is this
Plot.
stumble in as okay, cool.
That this is important. Or at least, you know, something for you guys to do. And, it's kind of less they barrel into you and just more of kind of a shove of your shoulder. And you kind of see them walking away, just kind of all casual like, and they quickly turn around and they just go, "Sorry," and continue
Buddy,
on
old
walking.
pal, what's the rush? As he kind of like, as P just like walks, air quotes, but he's keeping up with the person that's got a brisk pace.
All right.
What's the rush, old buddy, old pal?
Oh, friendo chum.
They kind of elect to ignore you. They quickly glance back at you, Pete, and they just kind of start taking off.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start doing the brisk jog, like annoying run backwards.
All
Going
right.
out for a run.
They're
How
just
much you want to bet he stole his crowns?
I have none.
that he has a point with that one, but you kind of start trying to keep up with them as they start jogging, and you watch them quickly turn a corner, and all right, they just kind of stumble into like a bit of an alley, and you watch them kind of trip over. Pete, you see, let me look at your sheet here.
Give me 1 second, guys.
All right, I'm just doing something here. What the fuck?
What?
Like, look at like you guys can't see the rolls.
Yeah, I can. You rolled a 1.
Okay, I've rolled 3 in a row.
Nice.
Like, you haven't seen all of them, but I have rolled 3 in a row. And just kind of waiting for Snowy to get back because this is his shenanigan.
And on that note, I'll be right back because I gotta hit the bathroom again.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm right back. Someone did not realize I had D&D this early.
It's fine.
So-
But Snowy, you watch
Yo.
this person turn a corner, and you watch as they trip as they kind of try to duck into an alley. Pete, your
Yo.
Y-pod falls out of their pocket.
Bitch!
They quickly scramble up and scramble on
I've
away.
already swiped it and basically just have like a water wall in front of them at this rate.
You watch them just completely duck into the shadows.
Let's see, is anyone in this alley?
Nope. And the
Okay,
one person
cool.
that was there just disappears.
Well, he probably hasn't left just yet, so, in response... Flash flood, I'm gonna just flush him out of the
Did you
shadows.
pick up your music player?
Yes!
Yep.
Flash flood, we're gonna swipe him out of the shadows.
Alright, let me see how they... give me a
Also, it's a 19, that's actually a really good roll.
Yeah? I am going to roll this and boop. Alrighty. They do get flushed out of the shadows, but then you don't actually see where they go once they get flushed out. And give me a second.
You rolled a 20, didn't you?
No. And you just kind of hear something crash behind you.
Gonna turn around because he took 4 damage and he's pushed up to 3 spaces, meaning that he can't make a move because I believe... Oh no, we didn't add knock prone, but still. So I just turn around to see the thing crash.
Yep, they are just kind of sprawled out on the ground. And
Is
Bit
they-
Percival nearby?
Say that again, DJ?
Is Percival nearby?
I would
No,
imagine.
he ran off.
Yeah, yeah, you just see Pete had ran off. It's up to you guys if you actually chased after him.
Percival would follow at a brisk pace.
Alright, yeah, you just see kind of somewhat far away Pete and someone else on the ground.
Pete's like looking over him, the now soaked body, going like, "So, a bit waterlogged, buddy?"
You
Does
watch them,
Percival get a good look at this person?
Okay.
I'll finish what I was saying for Pete. You just kind of watch them shake their head and their hat flies off for a second.
Oh man,
Yoink.
I have a hat.
And they just kind of look up at you and stick their tongue out.
I'm just gonna like put the hat on over my hat. I don't think you're in an advantageous position, sir.
Roll me a quick d20 there, Pete.
Spike into the ground. Yeah, that's a fail. Wow. The fuck?
Yeah, you definitely settle for sir, but you're not actually
It's
sure.
just generic. It's just generic at this point.
Yeah, and you're just kind of looking at him, and the hat just kind of flutters out of your hand.
It's on my head. How can it flutter out of my hand if it's on my head?
Well, it flutters off your hat.
Wow.
His
This
hat
is a-
flutters off his hat, or his head flutters off his head.
The
Well,
hat flutters off the hat that it's on top of.
yeah, he put a
Oh,
hat
okay.
on top of his hat.
So I'm just gonna say, well, isn't that a fine how do you do? And then Percival can, I guess, walk in.
All right. And Perce, what did you say?
Can you get a good look at this person and just to be safe, he's probably gonna friggin' he's gonna get a good look at them first.
All right. Give me a quick second here to determine what I'm pulling up.
Come to report a robbery.
Yeah. So minus hat. Bear in mind. This is this is what they look like in the pictures and tunes.
Pete looks.
Smug ass motherfucker.
Pete just looks at Percy's like, I've come to report a robbery, officer.
So would have Percival seen him just like flop out of the shadows?
Yeah.
This is probably, you probably saw it. Well, yeah, you probably just saw a bit of that, actually, considering where you are.
Yeah. So what do you do? What do you say?
I'm gonna make an offhanded guess as epithet because he's obviously inscribed.
All right, go on.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with a obviously decent one.
Mhm.
Cat burglar. Because that's technically one word.
So close. No.
Ow! What the fuck?
Oh, close, apparently.
All right. So you
It's like playing fucking Wordle all over again.
Yeah. So
Speaking of which, I need to do that.
yeah. So you approach and Pete makes the comment, and you watch this person kind of stand up, and they just kind of look at you.
So, what you plan, sneaky sneak?
Give me a second to check something here. Alright, give me a second to double check something here. Oh, it won't let me. Damn it. Oh, there it goes. They just kind of look at you for a second, and boop. Alright. All of a sudden, you just kind of watch them pull up their hand and wave a finger at you, like kind of the gesture.
Is this an attack?
To Percival or Pete?
Both of you, really.
Is this
And
an attack?
technically,
Then I can, in response, slap the hand away.
I mean, they're not coming towards you, but all of
No,
us.
but I'm on the ground. They're waving their hand. Quick reflex as I slap the hand away to basically interrupt the attack.
All right. that doesn't stop a blizzard just suddenly.
It would
Coming out of
stop the
nowhere.
action, but okay.
I mean,
Also, he's cold. He'd freeze himself.
it
Wait
says.
a second. What's your plan here?
I mean, it does say dodge an attack coming at them by anticipating and dodging accordingly. So you avoid
Well,
any of the
I
repercussions.
avoid the attack.
Yeah, that's why I said kind of.
Yeah.
But Percy, that seems familiar. That's just your blizzard ability.
I got it.
Copycat.
I
No.
was gonna say
Fuck.
Either way,
That
both of you would be
reason
wrong.
Mimic.
Yeah.
that's
I was thinking close. I was thinking on the whole close to cat burglar, so copycat would have been good, but yeah.
I mean, both you and Dark had the same thought, but go on, Dark.
I was gonna actually say mimic.
Well, unfortunately, all three of you are still wrong.
Yeah, we're still wrong. We were not good at guessing epithets.
Oh, don't worry. It's meant to be kind of, not a gimme. And
Does it even affect Percival?
Good question.
I mean, let's see here. The blizzard itself.
And if anything, interrupt black ice underneath him. Percival just snaps his fingers and boom,
You
black
can
ice.
literally just freeze him. That's the thing. He's soaking wet.
I mean, I'm gonna say for the sake of actually getting to a thing, I'll let DJ roll to try and interrupt him, but I do have further plans for this that kind of, shenanigans. But go on.
Two guys that can counter this, which is hilarious.
It's I'll let DJ do his thing.
I just like the just like simple slap the hand. That's like avoids the attack. It's like no. No.
Well, there's your proficiency bonus today.
Amazing.
Oh yeah.
There's your proficiency bonus bump.
All right.
And since it's a 20, I automatically succeed in this case, right?
It will allow for a bonus thing. I just have to check something here myself.
You rolled a 1.
No.
Another 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
what the fuck happens in this case?
well, let me kind of put this in perspective. Pete, you were gonna try and slap this person's hand out of the way when you kind of realize a little too late, well, just in the right amount of time, that you just see a blizzard just kind of conjure upon itself. Percy, this being your own ability, you tried to take the blizzard and kind of redirect it to actually just freeze the ground. And you managed to kind of catch this person off guard as you notice that they weren't trying to attack as much as just try and slip away. And you do manage to slip them up, and they end up kind of tripping on their way again. But
Can I grab him and cuff him?
I was gonna say that you try and reach out and grab for them, but they manage to just barely slink into the shadows themselves again, and they're just gone. You still have their hat, though. But somehow in the heat of the moment, ironically, they just disappeared.
Did I mess up the arrest? Did you mess up the arrest? Was he just too good? What's the situation here?
Percival's just thinking.
You now have +1 cowboy hat.
You mean Catboy hat?
I'm gonna put this in.
Yes.
Catboy Germa.
God damn it.
Oh my fucking god.
But
But we got all of our shit back, right?
the only thing that was stolen was a Y-pod that has been returned, and now you are +1 hat.
Okay.
Wait a second.
I mean, you at least got a decent look at whoever this is, but now they have disappeared into the shadows. Woo-hoo.
All right, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that, Ari.
Oh no. God damn it. So,
What did he put?
you'll have to check his inventory, but are you guys going to return back to the crew?
Yeah. I got my wide pot. I got my hat. I got 2 hats. I'm
You got
2
a new
hats
hat.
richer. New hat richer.
So you guys return back
Oh
to.
shit! Wait a second. I'm gonna look in the seam of the hat.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Does it have a name?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm gonna look.
Roll for hat identification.
Roll for reading.
Why? Why am I just rolling 4s? No!
Can Percival check?
You may
What
also.
the fuck?
You may also.
Did he?
I'm kind of mad now. That's like my fourth day. What the fuck?
My God.
The only good time I've rolled was fucking flash flood and quick reflexes.
All right. So give me a second to actually put this down here.
Ah, I'm distressed.
I think I might have an idea, but I don't know if that would technically count for 2 words or not.
So you look inside the hat, Pete, and all you see is a couple of symbols, and you're like, what the hell did this mean? And so Percy takes the hat from you and sees this written inside.
The fuck?
UJV, and then it's a moon and a 8. I don't know actually this symbol name, but it's
Oh,
a
it's
moon.
alchemy symbols.
That's alchemy symbols, and then we have QJV, so it's probably the initials of the full name. So I'm just gonna look at Crow. That starts with a Q, right? That's with a Q, right?
Okay. Honestly, got a question.
Yes.
Would Phantom Thief count for 2 words, or would that be like
2.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought, but just
We could just say thief.
Is that going to be your guess, Dark Thief?
I want to think over a bit more
All right.
because I feel like I'm on the hot track.
Here's the thing: I've done my 2 guesses, so I until we encounter him again, I can't guess anymore. So thief would be my second guess.
I got one more guess left.
Thief would be my second guess, and if that's not the case, I'm bumfucked.
You got any other ideas, DJ, before I continue?
Hold on.
There's a fucking saxophone in the background of this. You just barely hear it.
You like jazz?
It's the sounds of sweet jazz.
Mind you of home. Alright. But all y'all come back and everyone is like, what the hell just happened? Yes?
Hold
DJ?
on. Is it Pilfer?
You're on the right track.
Fuck!
Continuing on. And you come back and Pete, you're waving a freaking cowboy hat in your hand. Like, look what I won! And what y'all gonna do
This
for
was
me?
nyan an issue. This is a nyan issue. There it is.
God. And it just like... You are now back in the market district, +1 hat and +1 identity of a thief.
Well, yes, there are inscribed here, but so far it's 1 for 1 jackasses.
I think I got it, but I can't say because I used my 2 guesses. Fuck.
If you guys encounter them
And
again,
yeah, if we encounter him again, we got another 2.
Hang on, I still have my second guess.
Yeah, you still have your second guess, Dark.
and Mistiv hasn't tried, but I don't know if
And yeah,
Mistiv's
Mistiv hasn't tried.
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah,
But
he's
the only
he's
thing is, I'm not
stewing.
gonna tell Dark because I want that bonus.
Wow,
Sure.
being greedy now, are we?
Yes.
But go on.
Take him out of the party. Get him out of here. He's greedy.
I mean,
Next
you're the
week.
one with the highest proficiency out of all of us, DJ, I think. Or is
No,
it
you-
Dark? No, Dark has the highest proficiency.
Did y'all hear that?
Me with my 3.
Well,
But so what y'all gonna do?
oh my god, I think I know what it is.
Yes, Dark.
Go on.
Just say it, dude. You still got your guess. Oh wait, no, he doesn't.
No,
Missed
he
it.
he's
I
only
only
guessed
have-
once.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I still have one more guess. Just keep going. I just need to think if there's anything else that it could be, but I think this might be it.
All right. So I'm asking y'all, what do you want to do now that you've
We're
basically
at City
been
Hall,
given
right?
Yeah, we've been out of City Hall. We're at the
Okay.
food court district.
Yeah,
First
If
of all,
anything,
it's
this
that
is after y'all ate and got all your rations, and then Pete
person wants his
got
gun
wrong.
back.
you already got your gun back, dude.
Yeah, he's got his gun back.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
just-
just making sure.
Yeah, he's had his gun this entire time.
If anything, we have proof that they're epithet users here, and they do congregate, so we might be good to look for other epithet users.
Do 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 do. Do.
Hey, there's a fucking Montreal airport that's selling a Switch Lite and a vending machine? What?
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 Sorry.
What's
Kind of
Snowy?
cool. There's a airport in Montreal that has a vending machine with Metroid Dread, Mario Party
Oh, yeah,
Superstars,
that
and a
on
Switch
Twitter.
Lite.
But anyway, what are y'all gonna do? How are you going
I
to
think we should-
pursue?
I'm going to look for more epithet users, probably seeing if there's any record of a club or organization in town.
I think we should just go look for Tempest.
I'm gonna go plug in my Switch.
Alright.
You have any tie-breaking thoughts, DJ?
Yeah, like the only thing is that's the only thing I got. I got nothing else.
Alright,
Because
so...
going to find Tempest, he said we won't be able to find him last time because he's doing other things. And Pete can barely catch up to him half the time.
Ari, I'm going to send you Ari, I'm going to send you a stupid at that comment that Snowy made.
Oh boy. But, alright, so I think I have an idea for this. After a little while of kind of
There
deliberating...
you go. Please do not please do not say what it is.
I'll get about the joke section.
Yeah, y'all kind of think about it for a bit, and y'all decide to see if you can find anything relating to those weird symbols on the inside of that hat.
I know what they are. I know they're alchemical symbols.
Well, we can't read them, can we? But someone in town can, probably. Who knows? Let's go see. See if we can translations.
So, everyone, roll me a d20.
Give me a 4!
Well, there's a 4 somewhere
Hey,
in
there's
here.
a
Thanks,
4.
Mistiv.
I listened long enough to hear roll for a d20, and I got a 4.
Moon sulfur? That's not the periodic symbol for That's not the alchemical symbol for sulfur.
Like your D20 into the ground, DJ.
Okay, I'm just gonna say what my thought was.
I'll put you in the ground.
Yes, Dark?
Per
No,
law.
there's 4!
Aha! Dark gets it.
That's
what is
exactly what I was
purloin?
going to fucking say.
Wait, what was it?
Purloiner.
Purloin.
What?
It-
The fuck is that
it-
name?
It's a synonym for steel.
Yeah.
And it sounds like cat. Well, a cat purr.
Yeah, it's a
Huh.
cat.
You know,
It's a
you know,
cat. It's a
you know the
pun
Gen
on
5
cat.
Pokemon?
I don't.
Fair enough. But there you go. Dark now has +1 to the proficiency bonus.
So do I change it straight to 11 or just
Yes.
+1? Okay.
Alright, so eventually,
It's not the alchemical symbol for sulfur.
That's probably what it's gonna be, DJ, so... probably not gonna be that, DJ.
Okay, never mind. It is. It's just fucking brimstone and sulfur technically the same thing. So fuck.
so
That, what? Throw me the alchemical symbol for brimstone so I can use that later?
So y'all
Y-
spend some time looking around, and Percy gets a little too engrossed in trying to figure out what the hell the symbols mean on
he's
the
screaming
hat.
about sulfur! He is screaming about sulfur, and it's concerning.
Yeah, he's just like, what does moon sulfur have to do with this? And Hunter is just like trying to figure out, how do you know what any of these mean?
Wait, roll
how do
for
you-
Jake.
I don't
If
think
anything,
Jake.
he's a cop.
I was gonna say I don't think Jake understands sulfur.
I don't
And-
think Jake understands what we're saying, period. He's just seeing Percy just flail his arms around, and Jake just tilts his head
He's
in
not
confusion.
flailing his arms around.
He's flailing in confusion.
Take the cartoony aspect to break that, like, grizzled chisel.
His body is ready.
But
What?
The other two
I
of
don't think
you,
it was.
because
Yo.
I'm not even going to bother for Jihei. The other two of you eventually managed to find essentially kind of the pharmacy slash apothecary
Silver
again.
sulfur. Fuck does that mean?
Listen and find out, DJ. Quit interrupting.
No.
And you kind
will
of walk
smack you.
in feeling that, an apothecary might know something or two about frickin' alchemy. Maybe, because
Okay.
because Pete managed to at least hear Percy yelling about alchemical symbols and just like,
Birdman.
alchemy? I can find someone for that.
I'm gonna walk into the shop, and I want to specifically ask, considering Pete's only other friend back in Sweet Jazz City, is he kind of like pleasantly surprised when he walks in?
Oh, you're a mix of surprised and disappointed because it's like slightly more potions than anticipated, but also slightly less witchy. It's more like a pharmacy, but if it had potions.
Faye, you have ruined the concept of curiosity shops to me, as he says that under his breath. It's like, you've ruined the concept of curiosity shops.
Who?
Fair.
Faye.
And you walk in, and there is what appears to be a potion seller, kind of just making a brew of something. And he just looks at you and is going, "Oh, can I help you?"
My friend is scurrying about moon sulfur.
Moon sulfur?
It's the alchemical symbols for silver and sulfur.
That. He's got a hat, by the way. Show the hat.
I take the hat off of Peter's head and pass it over to the apothecary.
I forgot it was on my head. I thought you were looking at it.
Well, it had
That's
fluttered
even
away
fun-
at some point, and then you put it back.
That's even funnier, the idea. It's like, show the hat, takes hat off, Pete, put hat desk.
You see the person kind of look at it. They don't even pick it up at first. They look surprised to see the hat, and they're like, "Oh." And they
know the person?
they kind of pick it up and inspect it a bit. Well, it's more. And he kind of points at the symbols inside. This is one of the bandits of the Silver Souls.
Oh. I always thought he was a ne'er-do-well.
Percival slaps Pete for 1 damage.
No! Fuck. It's like, you just hear like a curse under his breath.
And it just... He kind of points at the two symbols and it's just like, this is kind of their calling card. These two symbols.
Well,
Will
it's
he
not much.
let us take his hat?
I think it's more, however you got a hold of this, you forgot. He forgot his... Well, they don't say it. They forgot their hat.
I don't think they forgot their hat. I think they were pissed that they got waterlogged.
Either way, I'll take it you ran into them.
Yeah.
Yeah, some shadow hoppy motherfucker.
Well, that's the one who owns the hat.
I'd imagine.
And you kind of see the potion seller just kind of point to a wall off to the side, and you see some wanted posters.
Wanted posters. We can make money, or
Also known
find
as
a plot.
"Do not let into the store" posters.
Alright, I'm just
And-
gonna stare for the roll of threes, roll of threes, roll of threes. The nyan assuming person.
I mean,
There you go. I'm done. I'm done.
roll to identify your cat burglar.
Perfect.
All right. You look upon the board, and eventually you spy them, and their name is Quincy Joe Valentine.
Ah, there's the kitten in question.
Wait a minute. I've heard that name before.
I'm going to put you in a headlock, Snowy. You and your fucking cat.
You mentioned the name Quincy before already.
Coincidence.
I'd say he's one hell.
Another pun.
Well, so we got the name of our Tom.
I'm going to.
And you see
Put
that
the
there
jokes
is
away, Jerry.
there is a decent, not fantabulous, but there is a decent bounty on on Quincy for, petty theft.
He theft. I don't even think he knows what he was stealing from me.
It's like, are you gonna try and go after them?
Well, I guess, yes. We were initially looking for people like him, but if all the people like him are, looks at Percival, opens his mouth.
Better not be another pun.
If people are like, just like Pete's trying to hold back a fucking pun. If people of his same, if people of his same litter are like that, well then we don't need a bandit crew for us.
Give me a second.
Like,
Oh,
if
there's
people
my
are,
jawbreaker.
Jawbreaker!
Mistiv, you are lightly poked by Jihei, and you just very quietly hear her ask for a rock.
No, for the
Uh,
briefest second, she says angry eyebrows.
I will rummage through my bag and find something that's small enough to fit in her hand, but also heavy enough to cause damage.
You find a steel marble.
I hand it over to her.
All right.
What is that in
And-
there?
Boom.
Don't ask questions.
so I gotta roll in response because that's how the system works.
Yep.
That's a 6. I bet you beat a 6.
I'm trying to think. You barely. The steel marble just barely grazes past your cheek.
Oh no.
It doesn't do anything, but
Oh,
it
no,
just
ball
barely
bearings.
grazes past you.
Adding steel ball to items pulled out of bag.
Oh no, balls. Not again.
But
Get balls off your mind, DJ.
That almost hit me by a cat's tail.
I'm waiting outside.
Reaching for the jawbreaker button, hovering over it.
I'm waiting outside.
But either way, the apothecary is just kind of looking at you all confused like, and it's just like, if you want to try and figure out where they went, you can probably ask someone in town. They might know where they hang out. And they hand you
Where's
back
the
the hat.
Is there like a lawman's office?
That's behind City Hall.
You think flashing your badge will help? As he looks at Percival.
He's not a cop in the. He's not jurisdiction here.
He might not have a jurisdiction, but he's closer to detective already on the field, and detectives have some leeway. So,
I have no idea if that will actually work or not.
hey, it's something.
Excuse me. And they're just like, well, hopefully they didn't make off with anything important.
I mean, is a cheap media player from the early noughties valuable? Probably.
They don't know what that is.
You are
They
met with,
have hoverboards.
you are met with a blank stare.
You have hoverboards, but not media players?
Percival gives Peter a bonk.
I'm so confused by the advancement of technology in this realm.
It might
I'm
not even be
shaking my head.
technology.
I'm just shaking my head.
Peter, have you ever thought? Percival's actually gonna grab Peter by his hood, walk to the back of the shop.
A hood?
Just, you have a hoodie.
Collar.
Don't!
It's a collar. It's a collared shirt.
I thought you had a hoodie.
No!
Collared shirt.
It's a collared shirt with a t-shirt underneath.
Okay then,
You pick
okay,
him
then,
up
he's going-
by the scruff like a baby kitten.
No, he's gonna just drag him, his heels grinding on the floor,
It's fine.
and just out of earshot, and say, Peter, have you ever considered that it might not actually be technology, but something along the lines of magic?
Consider the fact that we have something akin to magic in our world. I don't know anymore. I've seen working light bulbs in this place, light switches, and a post office with some kind
Again.
of thing. So
Again.
I don't know what we're dealing with here. Now, if we can continue, Mr. Officer, we can probably catch a criminal and figure out what's going on here. Get a leeway and find more like us. It's not like we all can just rush an island unless you want me to try my best to hold back waves of a storm.
Hold them back. Why? You could just run over there.
I could,
Ride the
but
waves.
I think the entire party would need to be on the other island. But you know,
Yeah, a social butterfly like you could probably figure out the problem in no time. Love the silence.
But what is your plan now?
Fine.
let's talk with the guys at the words are hard. At the lawman's office.
Yeah, they don't involve cats.
I'm out of cat puns, I'm sorry. I know I failed you, officer.
For maybe 5 minutes.
Am
I
the
give it
only one
5
who feels
minutes and I'll get another one.
Am I the only one who feels like we're just going in circles?
We don't really have another place to go, and finding Tempest is like finding a lightning bolt in a fucking clear sky.
That could happen still.
I know. Like, we could still technically find Tempest, but it's gonna be a pain in the goddamn ass. We don't have any leads, so it's best to talk with more people here. This is our first epithet user we've seen, and our closest way to find out more about them is probably going to the one place where, there might be an epithet user. Let's just hope they're not a nudist like what's-his-face from Sweet Jazz.
Percy, you have a weird feeling that you really don't want to talk about the police chief right now.
Ugh.
Well, let's go figure things out, eh?
No, I just had chill around my spine.
Cool. Are you just gonna carry me by the cuff of my collar, or can I use my legs now?
And just out of spite, Percival lifts them up and drops some flour on the ground.
It's just like slumps onto the ground. And just all you hear is, "This is fine.
It's just no, it's just lift, boom.
This is fine."
But you guys, why is there a 4 on here? When
Only
did this
4.
get here?
We've been rolling nothing but 4. So you question why there's a 4 on the map?
Yeah, on the map
It's a
itself.
curse.
Anyway, y'all eventually, after saying goodbye to the fairly nice apothecary, you guys head basically to the police department. Or essentially, basically a sheriff's office. Excuse me. And it looks to be filled with just average run-of-the-mill people. Again, y'all go through the frickin' security check, and Percy, this time you remember to hide your eraser cuffs.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you gonna do?
Well, go on, officer. Every time I've tried to ask questions, I've gotten fuck all.
Yeah, I'm not going to participate in this one. In fact, I've got an idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my empty coin bag. I'm going to start filling it with small objects like those steel marbles.
Oh no. Oh no, Mistiv, I know what you're going to do.
Do you?
Are you gonna make a bag of yeet?
No. I'm going to make a bag of, oh, look, shiny. Maybe I'll distract Mr. Thief long enough to come steal my bag.
That's actually probably a decent idea, Mistiv.
Alright, Mistiv, roll me a d20 and see how many marbles you can scavenge.
It'll just be a jingle jangle bag.
Hey, look, I found my marbles.
You found
once.
16 marbles.
Yeah, you find 16 marbles in your void.
Alright, I'm stuffing them all into the empty bag of crowns. And I'm going to dangle it from my hip
Alright.
to very purposely make it look like
There's
I have
value.
money on me. There's 0 coins in it. I have no money.
Yep, it is only marble.
It is
Yeah,
only
like
marble.
both me and Mistiv are broke right now, so
Percival is gonna walk up to the desk up there, and I don't even know how to fucking call it a receptionist, but he's gonna walk up and like, we'd like to report an incident, and just gonna take the hat back off of Pierre's head and put it on the table.
It's not your hat.
Yeah,
I won it in a fair game.
yeah. The person at the desk there kind of looks at it and goes, "Valentine again."
Yep, and here he's a set of sticky fingers.
Well, that's just how it goes. Don't know exactly what the kid's deal is, but
Has
there's
anyone ever managed to get his hat off of him?
I believe this is the first time I've actually seen the hat without Valentine.
He might be a
Oh,
bit waterlogged.
and a bit frosty as well.
I'd say if you hear crunching or sloshing, you might be able to track him down this time around.
And the receptionist just kind of looks at it and is like, "Are you here to report an incident or ask for the bounty?"
Both, actually.
Didn't even realize there was a bounty on him.
It's a sizable amount of monies.
She just kind of points at the wall of wanted posters.
Yeah.
I'm guessing we're actually going to need him and not just the hat.
You're given a look of like you think the hat's worth anything.
Say,
He's being sarcastic on purpose.
speaking of him and
Knowing
Silver Soul?
knowing Peter would actually say, "Do we get a bounty for the hat?"
Peter wouldn't say that.
Anyway,
Yes, he would, Snowy, and you know it.
No, he wouldn't, but okay.
go on.
I was like, speaking of this and the Silver Soul or whatever his little band of geeks call themselves, are there any others like him within the city?
You mean the ones with the abilities to do weird things?
Yes.
There's probably a few. She just kind of looks at you and it's just like, you expect me to know every person in town that does this? There's at least a few thousand of us here.
I was just wondering if there was like a small congregation organization. That's all I was asking. Other than, the Silver Slugs.
You're just given kind of a look of like, those of us that don't have stuff like that, we don't keep up with them.
Fair enough.
Is there anyone here that we can talk to?
About trying to find the souls or just get yourselves out of trouble.
Find the souls.
I was mostly referring to those who have similar powers, but yeah, sure.
The university probably has a couple clubs for people like that, but for the souls themselves, we've never been able to exactly figure out where they are, but they probably have a base out in the middle of the woods.
That's gonna be interesting. Percy, don't we have a guy? Well, actually, wait. Are these guys mainly petty crimes, or have they done anything big recently?
We really only see Valentine around.
Doesn't that remind you of anything, Percy? Like those bingo bangos back in Sweet Joe's?
What?
The
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He's talking about the bonsai blasters, number one.
the bait and kaitoses,
That's a video game, Snowy.
The Space Invaders?
those the tree boys, the banana trees.
The bonsai blasters, you nitwit.
Keep up with them. They tried to steal mail once, and then they got fucking punked.
Then wouldn't you actually know them, considering they went against your actual profession?
They don't scream their profession, except for one of them, and I went to school with them.
Can we please?
And that one's
focus
an
on
idiot.
this?
Anyway, yeah, you said the university would probably be where we'd go to find more, them?
Probably. Don't know.
Okay,
Might be a young people thing.
could be. I mean, he's pretty young as he pats the much taller than him Percival on the shoulder. Young man's game.
Percival pinches his brow.
I'm actually trying to be nice.
I know he's not being angry here. He's just exasperated.
Yeah, as Hunter standing next to him, only like what, 2 inches shorter.
Isn't Percival the tallest one here?
Aren't you
How
like
tall is
6 something?
Percival?
What?
How tall is Percival?
I think like 6'2".
Because Pete's like 5'8".
That's a whole half a foot
tiny.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only
he's just
3
big.
inch. I'm only 3 inches shorter than Percival.
But
Yeah, Percival's like 6'2".
either way, you're
Still.
kind of given a look.
We have some sort of a lead.
Yeah, if you ever figure out where the souls are, well, I guess bring them here.
And it
Okay.
may... Snowy, should I be cheeky?
Yes.
Should I, on the way out, just erase the alchemical symbols with my thumb on the hat?
It's our hat now. Who wants it?
Like, I'm
I
going to keep
already
his
have
name.
one.
Like Percival's going to keep the name on it, but he's just going to just erase the alchemical symbols.
Okay, I mean, if you want to do that, if you want to be that much of a jackass, go ahead.
No. Nah, he's actually not going to do that.
Okay.
A little impossible, but
To the
to the university.
As Pete just like hanging off Percival's arms, looking at Chihei, it's like, Chihei, it's our biggest fear. We have to go back to school.
Alright, sorry about that.
She starts vibrating so quickly that nano blades look like fucking slow motion to her.
Yeah, she's just kind of like, she's even more stoned than before. Like, But you guys are going towards the campus.
Man, I
They're
didn't know
the
she had weed.
student union.
I didn't know she
Alright.
had weed. What? You said she was stoned.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I'm not far behind. Hold on.
God damn it, Mistiv.
I'll save
Alright.
it for later. Fine. I don't need another existential crisis.
Yeah, cause
Alright, so
Not
y'all-
on stream.
Y'all head back over here towards the university, and you're gonna try and see if you can find any more inscribed.
We're gonna check the student union because that's usually where we get the organization of what clubs are there.
Student union, or in simpler terms, the campus center.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you kind
This is
of.
a stupid name for a building. The
It
student union.
really is like.
Oh, you know. But you head in there, and it looks to be pretty filled with college students.
Okay, so there should be a repertoire of clubs here somewhere as he kind of like walks into the. Well, he does. Who do I ask at the student union? Oh shit! Wait, there's a small record stand that are usually in student unions. We'll check that for clubs.
Alright. Give me a second here. Yeah. Boop. Oops, wrong button. Boop. Alright, you kind of start walking over to kind of an area where you see like kind of like a weird message board. And you see various things about what buildings are currently closed. You see a warning about weird fairies out in the forest. Do not eat them.
Oh,
You
shit! I
see-
wanted to crunchy munchy.
You see a couple unrelated clubs like a freaking debate club, the most uninteresting of them, quote unquote. And you really don't see anything that would perhaps invoke this is for the inscribed question mark.
Hmm.
Checking to make sure my pouch is still there.
Your pouch is still there.
So, I'm gonna be fully honest, as he kind of like looks up at Percival. I don't think we ever caught the terminology for this world. So I don't know what I'm looking for.
So far, they've only called it special powers.
It's not
weird
inscribed, it's
people.
not an epithet. Weird people, that's just the goth club.
And as you guys are discussing, Pete, you feel a poke on your shoulder.
Just kind of just like looks over, it's like, what's up?
Surprisingly, it's not Jihei.
What?
What happened?
Instead, there is someone else there, and it's just like, are you those people that have been running around in town that everyone's talking about?
Are people talking about us? Oh man.
What does
I
Spirit look
mean-
like?
It just kind of looks like a regular townsperson is all.
Yeah, we're looking into things.
We're relatively new and we're just trying to figure things out around here.
She kind of laughs a bit, just like, but spreads kind of quickly when people find people like you, and she kind of points to her ears. You know,
Are they
they are
normal
pointed.
ears?
Nope.
We should have shaved our ears.
You mean pointed ears?
I mean, both work in this connotation.
And she's just like, what were you looking at the message board for?
We're looking for, special people with abilities, to say the least. We're not sure of the terminology.
She kind of looks at you for a second. Are you talking about the Magic Club?
Magic Club actually sounds pretty neat. Not gonna lie. Hunter says that out loud.
Okay, so Percival's gonna say like, can they do stuff like this? And he's gonna make a fist. He's gonna hold his fist out and open up his hand, and a large snowflake's gonna appear, and he's just gonna close his hand and it's gonna dissolve in flurries.
She kind of looks, ow, a bit stupefied. And it's like, I can't say I've ever heard them do stuff like that before.
Oh, I got one. How about this? And he steps
no.
towards Jihei and like stands directly behind her and watches her turn into a statue.
Why are you doing that to her?
I mean, she is frozen there, just stone-faced. It's like,
How about this? You ever
Not-
seen somebody turn into a statue before?
Not
I think that's just.
She's not an actual statue.
I think that's just social anxiety.
That is exactly what that is. Here, what?
And
Looks to someone who's got a water cup that's unattended.
Go on, Satsu.
Hunter will leave her alone. It was just a joke.
not exactly like that, but like people who
Like,
can do powers similarly like that.
Pete's just gonna like kind of like slightly elbow Percival and point up as like Pete's basically swiped someone's water cup and just doing some hydrokinesis real quick and just like kind of
You're just
elbowing
doing the
him
fucking
to
thing that Aang did with the freaking ball bearings.
yes
Water.
Yes, just the water.
She just kind of goes, oh, so the Enchanted.
Thank you. Water drops to the floor.
Now we have a name for it.
Now we have the terminology. Goes back to looking at the message board.
Hold on. Is Peter's foot in the water?
No.
Hey, so you dropped it on the floor.
I
You
did.
dropped it on the floor.
Because he basically turned around to look back at the message board.
But is his foot? But did he step in it?
No.
It probably landed, like, between his feet.
Like going back, looking like enchanted club.
Hunter's gonna put Jake back on Jihei's shoulder and apologize to her for the bad joke.
So that's what they're called over here.
She just kind of goes, there's not a lot of them around, and I think really the only ones I can think of are, well, the troublemakers. But there's also other stuff that
Silver
seems to have
sulfur,
problems.
or whatever they call themselves.
Yeah, those. But there's also other things that, well, people like to call enchanted. Like the theater. The enchanted theater is so fun.
Hey, wait. We just like Pete just like turns his head back while he's still like slipping through the fucking message boards. Like, so items are also enchanted here as well, like in like that sense.
I mean, sometimes it's not usual, but it can happen.
If you ever find an enchanted library, you step away from it.
Either way, thank you for
This is
it,
very
it,
useful.
at least informing us on that note. But now we were directed over here to say that the university could have similar people like us
Club,
be
club, club,
enchanted.
club. Just
Cheater,
like
shut
Pete,
up.
just like that works.
She just kind of smiles and just like, any reason you're looking? I don't think I've ever seen you on campus before.
No, we're new to this continent, and this is the closest town that we happen to fall by.
Well,
So we're just trying to figure out information.
I see. Well, best of luck to you all. And, well, best of luck not to get robbed again.
They
And
tried to steal a worthless piece of junk.
if anything, personal emotions to the second hat that's still on Peter's head. So, like we had a run-in with the cat burglar, but we had the upper hand.
But it
He threw a
seems...
hissing fit.
One paw in front of the other.
Well,
Oh
it does
my
seem that
God.
they did slip away from you again.
Yeah, it's almost like a cat had its tongue too.
And you never did mention if there's a group of similar people like us enchanted on campus.
I don't know if they actually have a club. I think they usually just go and hang out.
Meet.
Mm-hmm.
Where would that be?
She kind of thinks for a moment. I'm not sure. I think I usually see them hanging out at the sports field, but I don't think they have a meeting tonight. It's usually the safest place for all the weird abilities and such.
Well, Ari, what time is it right now?
My time?
No,
Oh.
time, not real
let's
time.
see.
Time.
You had arrived there in the morning, so I'd say maybe about 1 o'clock.
Do you think anyone would be hanging around there now by chance?
I think most of them still have classes well into the evening.
So, would you say about? And Percival's still going on the assumption of they use a typical clock system.
Yeah, just go for that assumption.
Just to make things easier.
Yeah, for the sake of everyone's heads.
They use the typical clock system.
Yeah.
But fuck daylight savings. It doesn't exist.
Time thieves.
Damn you, MT.
Damn you, Milo.
Somewhere MTD is
And
just
you,
using
Benjamin
currently.
Franklin.
Anyway,
go on.
so would you say about 9 in the evening or so?
Maybe.
Well, if anything, we might stop there later this evening then just to meet them.
Very well. And she kind of looks down at a watch. Well, it looks like I need to get going. I have class myself.
Don't be late
Yeah,
now. And thank you
thanks.
again.
And she
Thanks,
just
and good
kind
luck.
of runs off.
Well, it's a start.
Indeed it is. Just we're still no closer to figure out what's going on with that island.
Also, apparently Snowy's net died.
Oh
Oh no.
boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Belly, please. But,
There he goes.
Yep.
But I'd say, what is your plan now that you have some information that there's a general idea of where the souls are? There's also just a lot of empty time you have now.
Yeah, exactly. Like we know that the souls might be somewhere out in the woods, doing who knows what.
You want to try and catch that cat burglar again?
Hooligans.
Only knows half of us.
Well, it's just at the same time, I personally would want to find out more about the island or the group of quote unquote enchanted, the other inscribed.
I think we found out everything we're gonna find out about the island unless we find somebody that's been there and knows the Guardian.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
So I don't
currently,
think that's gonna be a good choice.
which currently is.
And we
best
have
of our
time
knowledge,
before the
currently just
Enchanted, so.
temples.
Temples? What?
Tempest.
I said
Tempest.
Well,
I'd rather wait until Snowy gets back to
Yeah.
really finalize anything.
yeah, because I feel like we
Can
could go
someone add
either.
Snowy? Can someone tag Snowy in the chat just to say like, hey, we need your opinion. What do you want to do?
His
I
net died.
Yes,
I mean,
he
he's on
has
his
a
phone.
phone.
was also gonna
Yeah,
say
and he could rejoin.
my hands are currently tied by dog, so
Well, no, it's not, I wouldn't say. I just wanted it in text space because I don't
Yeah.
want him using his data for voice call.
yeah.
I mean,
so
because here is the thing: we have reasons to, wait for this thing in town, and we have reasons to go check out the forest.
Personally, before I head to the forest, I'd rather meet with the enchanted.
I'm kind of with DJ. I feel like that's probably the better idea. And
I feel like
nothing,
going into the forest might leave us taking up too much time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I feel like that to be our plan is we take care of meeting with these people at night at first, and then we
We
go
could
check out the
do
forest.
Tempest tomorrow.
Yeah, because we also might be capable of finding some clues on these guys there anyway. So
That's
But
what I'm
again,
saying, because we have
yeah.
a few hours to waste. Why not?
yeah, exactly. But
Why not try and hunt down that cat burglar again? Try and lure him out.
yeah, because based on the time scale,
We can roam around town a little bit.
Yeah, I'm with Mistiv on this one. I think that's our plan should be for now. See if we can find the cat burglar, meet with the enchanted, and then go into the forest in that order.
I feel like going into the forest might have to wait till tomorrow because we don't want to go in there at night.
No, that I agree. I just mean that in general, in terms of yeah.
Gotcha. So my best suggestion to do here would be to have Pete and Percy give us some sort of description of what this cat burglar looked like, because he knows what they look like, so he's not going to come back around. He has no clue about us though, and he's gesturing to Satsuki.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Yeah,
seen,
no, totally makes sense.
He hasn't seen Jihei either, but what?
Yeah, I don't know how well GA is going to be
Yeah,
walking
let's
around
not
without
bring G
Pete,
into this.
so
Agreed.
I mean, it's not gonna hurt having GA around, but again, I don't know if GA is gonna be functioning properly without Pete around. So I believe you and I are probably going to be stuck on this one alone, unless Percival has some sort of way to just hide in the shadows.
Percival does not.
So we're going to be stuck on our own on this one. I recommend hiding your your coin purse somewhere where they will not find it.
Alright, I think I know where I want to go with this, but we should give Snowy at least a few more minutes to see if his net comes back soon. If he doesn't come back within like the next 3 minutes.
Oh, he came back. I see him.
Up there he is.
Hi.
Alright.
Snowy?
Snowy?
Slay!
Ah.
Sorry, wrong animal. Duck!
Belly,
Frozen duck.
please! Can't do
That's a
anything
dog.
just yet.
He can't even talk.
I mean,
Oh, I saw a blip.
Back.
hello.
Hey.
What situation?
Alright, so these guys are discussing maybe having Satsuki and Hunter basically act as bait to see if you can draw out Quincy again.
Okay.
So so you want to go ahead and see if you can lure out the cat burglar?
Yeah, because basically we're going to attempt to do this in the meanwhile until the evening hits, and then we're going to go to the football field.
Alright. So, Pete and Percy, you kind of give an idea to the
Lurk
other two.
around.
Yeah, what Quincy looks like.
Pink-haired cat-looking fucker.
Yeah. Also
He's,
looks like a cowboy.
Think an in-debt streamer.
Ouch.
I have no idea what that is, but okay.
Stripping?
No,
Germa.
Germa, because Catboy Germa.
Anyway.
You realize that's such an in-joke, right?
I know.
And
Anyway.
Hunter would have no clue what you're talking about.
So y'all are given the basic information, and you are just kind of frickin' out and about the. Basically, let me think about it. Y'all decide to kind of go hang out in an area that may kind of lure out someone like that a bit better. As in, you kind
Slightly
of.
more crowded, more open.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say that's probably somewhere around here on the map. And you just kind of start waiting. Y'all kind of start chatting and talking, just kind of minor small talk and theories and all that. Percy and Pete and kind of Jihei, y'all are kind of off to the side. Like, you guys can still see Satsuki and Hunter, but for the most part, they're just kind of conversing amongst themselves. And
So what is this new metal?
God damn it, he's talking about new metal.
I mean, Pete brought it up session 1, so...
Yeah.
Oh, hey, that's a pop bunny.
Call back.
I need a pot. But, give me a second. Alright, going from there.
Bless you.
Alright, I think I know how I want to go about this, so... Alright. Let me roll this. Oop. Alright, so... Y'all are just kinda hanging out there. And eventually, Hunter, you feel someone bump against you.
Do I see this person?
You don't really see them at first, but kind of after the hit registers to you, one, you kind of start patting at your pockets and you realize, shit, that health potion I bought disappeared.
But it was in my pouch. How did he get it?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Wait, what?
Like,
Wait,
the
wait,
only
what?
thing, that wasn't in his bag of holding would have been the bag of marbles.
All right, so let me roll that at one more time then, because I wasn't sure what was in the pouch and what isn't.
Yeah, it's just the marbles.
All right.
The only possession that he does not have in that bag is his brass knuckles, because he's wearing them.
Alright, so... okay. It is not the health potion. It is, in fact, a Jake has gone missing.
What?
As soon as he realizes this, is this person still within range? Because he's gonna punch. He's gonna fucking go for the back of the head.
Is Percival inside of this?
You are in sight, and now that basically Mistiv is reacting, you now finally recognize that they're in the vicinity, but no, they are not in punching range. The hit kind of...
I'm just gonna...
Percival's as soon as they're walking away,
Oh,
All right.
man.
I'm assuming we're back up to full stamina, considering
Yeah, it's been some time.
were, yeah.
All right, and see how they react. All right, you notice them kind of lose their footing a bit, and they just ended up tripping, and a Jake basically is sitting on top of their head now.
Okay, all right.
And he's coming down on top of him.
Oh,
He's
damn!
coming down directly on top of him.
Pile driver!
I'm sorry, just Ari, you know I'm going to get a lot of use out of this because it's the perfect slapstick and it's the perfect interrupt. You know what I mean?
It kind of is.
Oh, by the way, my build is heavy. So this is a large man falling directly on top of this squirt.
They are kind of scrawny, so I'll give you that one.
This
Alright.
man is built.
Roll me a d20. Alright,
Be
they
rolling an
are.
advantage
I thought
'cause
that
you're
was a
built.
1 for a second. The
Wait,
dark
wouldn't
one's
you be-
messing with me.
Wouldn't you be rolling an advantage because they're prone?
I was about to say, I will let him roll that again and see if he does better.
No.
Wow.
Alright, and their reaction to see if they can get up. Whoops. Keep doing that.
Oh, so don't they take damage because slipping on the ice?
How
Yeah.
much? Does it say anything on there?
It does not. It just says not. She survives conditions giving the chance for them to fall prone and take damage, but doesn't say the damage amount.
I'd say it's like 2 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to Epithets, something that is.
I mean, they did just kind of slip and land on cobble. Alright.
That's even more painful, to be honest.
Assume the
Yeah, but
position.
it's just
they-
a slight bruise on the butt.
And their reaction. Alright, you managed to kind of clamber on top of them. Let's see here, it's... I'd say maybe a good 5 damage.
Okay, wait. So is he prone with a hunter on top of him, right?
Yes.
All right. Pete's taking his shoes.
What?
What? Are you saying it's the shoes that does this?
Taking his shoes. I mean, he's down a hat. He's down a pair of shoes.
Why his shoes?
Why
Oh, this
does-
is like straight up street gang shit right now. Taking his
Oh my
watch
god,
next.
this is just
Jeez.
JoJo Part 5 all over again.
Oh yeah,
We're
just
not the
beating,
Third Street Saints.
just beating up that
I
one
said
guy.
JoJo, not
Okay.
freaking Saints Row.
No. He is beaten. He is prone. He is pinned. I'm taking his shoes.
Also, just for a quick reference, Percy. At least for the next time you have to roll, Black Ice is disabled.
No, I know it's once per round.
No, like even then, it is disabled. It is
Why?
disabled next round.
Because of epithet.
Reasons.
Yeah.
He hasn't
So I'm
built-
taking his shoes. He's
wait,
pinned.
how did he steal it?
And I think it's the effect of how his epithet works, essentially.
It's more
If
doing
if-
things shadily.
yeah.
You're not allowed
So,
to do
anyway.
that again.
As I was saying,
They don't fight fair.
I've stolen his shoes. He is
And then-
pinned.
okay, so
He's-
first off, is his arms in
His
in-
arms are
in
probably
view-
off to
Yeah,
his
we can-
sides right now
can
because
cuff
he is
him.
flat.
yeah,
Yeah.
Percival's going to cuff him.
He's been cuffed. His shoes have been stolen.
Alright.
Also,
I does-
also, if anything, Percival's going to do this in the most awkward way possible because of the pin position.
Dude, wait. Put one arm under his leg and then.
No,
Just hook him over his head. Just like drag
Yeah.
one arm up above his head and then.
Well,
cuff
I
him.
was gonna. Well, personally, I was gonna hook one wrist to cuff one wrist and cuff the ankle.
Yeah, that's great. I
Just
stole
make it
his
super
shoes.
awkward, yeah.
I've stolen his shoes. He's got a super awkward.
Yeah, he won't be able to
Alright.
move.
All right,
Alright, let
Ari.
me-
Before we
Let me
continue,
check something real fast before.
Well, if anything, actually, no, you're right. I'm just going to cuff. I'm going to cuff his wrists because with the free hand you could still steal something.
I have I have a massive question.
I
Well,
asked
we
him what shoe sizes.
What do his shoes look like?
Oh my God, Snowy.
They're cowboy boots, man.
Oh,
No,
Jesus
they're
Christ.
actually not. But I'm trying to focus on something real fast.
Alright, I'm
You
gonna
probably
put
stole
Catboy
that hat.
shoe. I'm gonna put Catboy shoes.
All right.
You're just gonna turn with the cat boys from fucking Blaze Blue.
Oh, the cacas.
Not the caucus.
Anything but
Random
them.
bullshit, go.
That's
Throw everything,
going.
including the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
the only thing I know about Taukaka is meat buns and she. There's somebody who she just refers to by the booby lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
lychee.
It's the booby
Hmm.
lady.
Some ne'er-do-well stupid ass shoes.
Let's see here.
What?
Cat.
All right.
Alright,
Go ahead and roll attempt to cuff.
Stolen his shoes.
And no, I'm cuffing both wrists together.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker.
Can I
Alright.
help him since I'm stealing his shoes?
Yeah, considering he's pinned, do I get another shot at him?
Yeah,
I will let DJ roll advantage mostly because Mistiv there.
I am a heavyweight on top of him.
There we go. That's another proficiency point.
11 points.
All right.
Hey, we're tied.
All right, and give me a
With me
second.
with my 3.
I don't think he's going to be able to beat or meet a 20.
You could meet a 20.
Well, considering
Alright.
Is he cuffed?
I have to do one more thing. It is taking me a while. I do
Oh,
apologize.
jeez.
That's entirely fair. I've
Alright.
stolen his shoes.
What, are you calculating his shoe size?
No. All right.
Roll a d10.
All right.
You can't have a size 1.
As you roll in
D10 plus 4.
to cuff their hands together, you do notice that there is a slight disturbance in the air around you, but ultimately it does nothing.
Would Percy assume that he tried to use black ice?
No, it was not black ice. It was more suddenly everything just became louder in your ears and you could start feeling the noise. But it kind of fizzled out quickly.
I guess it was a Satsuki thing.
Yep.
Yeah, what's he gonna do if he steals my thing? Reach into my pouch and steal his own stuff?
Actually, yeah, that's actually...
It's like no. He reaches into a nearby pouch, but it's a random item on a random item chart. Like it's a separate item chart because it's not yours.
But alright, you now have them.
Eraser cuffed.
Yep.
And shoes.
Gonna slowly get off of him, and because he tried to steal my friend, I'm going to shove his face into the dirt as I get up.
That's not in the dirt, dude. That's in the cobblestone.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
shoving his face into the cobblestone just as a subtle fuck you for trying to steal my friend.
And no,
Pop up.
because of the eraser cuffs, he doesn't even know he is inscribed.
Yep.
Oh,
He
he knows
did
he's
try to steal my
inscribed.
friend though, and he
He just
remembers
doesn't know
that.
what it is.
He knows he's inscribed, but he doesn't know what his inscription is.
Yeah, basically, a vague understanding of there's something there, don't know what it is. But
And I'm just
Can
gonna
Jake
pop
kick
up.
him in the face too?
And
No.
is the police station rather close by?
if you look at the map, it is basically on the other side of the park.
Hoist him over your shoulder. As like you just like Pete pops up, shoelaces tied
And-
together, so he's holding the shoes.
And because Percival is a cop who actually gets shit done, since he's one of the few competent ones back in Sweet Jazz City, he's gonna knock him out with a chokehold.
Oh shit!
Is that like police brutality?
That's police
I
brutality.
mean-
Just let me carry him back.
No, wait. Here we go. Percy.
If he
Percy,
tries anything, I
Percy,
can knock him out.
Percy.
I mean,
hear me
if
out.
you want to knock him out, Hunter, go ahead.
Percy.
I think I got my revenge.
Shh.
Percy, hear me out. Okay. Hunter,
Yeah.
you have a rope.
Are you going to gag him?
They're cuffed.
You have a rope.
Maybe I can look. That sounds like something I have.
Roll
Yeah.
for roll.
Hey, just because he's cuffed, that means if he wiggles free, he can still bolt. We're tying his legs together. We're hog tying this motherfucker.
Okay, I
Hunter,
think you're getting a little overexcited there. How about we just
Hunt-
carry him back?
I mean, if you want to carry him back, but I feel like hog-tying him and throwing him into the police precinct is
Okay, how
funnier.
about how about
Picks
this?
him up and throws him over his shoulder.
On, just to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Hmm.
He is going to hog tie him, but he's going to use his second set of eraser cuffs, loop them behind the other set, and put them around his ankles.
There we go. See, that works.
Yeah, just
And
make
then
this
hoist
as
him.
awkward
Ironically,
as
the
possible.
siren
Let's go
started.
for it.
It's the thing. Now, Hunter, you can hoist him over your shoulder, and boom, we walk home with a very stylish bag.
Yeah, I got him.
Is that better, Mistiv? Does that also satisfy you, Snowy?
Yes, this is
And also, Harry,
hilarious.
would you let me cuff him like that?
I mean, I assume that his hands are their hands are cuffed in front of them.
Yeah, that works.
So
Well,
it's
it's
just
just-
like you're kind of
Depends how
just
his
tying.
wrists
I was
turn.
gonna say you're just kind of tying like their ankle to like. It,
Well, no. I basically cuffed them behind him as best I could with Hunter on top of him, and I'm basically just bringing his legs back, looping the cuffs around the chain on the initial pair, and basically
I-
linking his ankles together like that.
You
Understand?
remember that? You remember that way that everybody gets tied up in Pirates of the Caribbean to that log?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I was imagining.
that's perfect. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go take him. Come on. We're bounty hunters now, baby.
and
Anyway, we got something done.
Yes, we've accomplished a thing.
you have a
Alright,
Also,
come on,
isn't
Jake.
Peter still wearing his hat?
Yes, and I've got his shoes. I'm not putting them on, but I've got shoes.
what?
Are they his size?
No, probably not.
No.
Quincy's kind of small. Like,
Sorry, I just didn't make that
He's
joke.
also fairly thin.
give me a second.
He's
It
got
also
runner's
does a
feet.
lot of
Are you
running. He's
rolling for
probably
this
got
shit?
big feet.
No, I am not rolling for this shit.
This is such
I can,
that
I
we've
can,
already.
I can only shenanigan so much before it becomes like too shenanigan.
I'm
We've
sorry,
gone off the rails like
Ari.
an Ozzy Osbourne song.
We should just throw him at the precinct at this rate.
Anyway,
I kind of
y'all.
want to talk to him on the way back, but okay.
Oh, yeah,
mean,
you
you-
can talk to him
you-
on the way
you
back.
can try.
Good.
You can try. Like
So what's the
for full reference,
right-
this is the full body picture of Quincy.
Oh, they are boots.
Not cowboy boots, but they are boots.
You just stolen his boots. Just like the idea that we basically embarrassed this poor man.
We
And-
basically did. Both the first time and the second time.
Good old dice.
It's just a matter of fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
But all right.
You ain't even getting past the first time from me, boy.
I was gonna say, what are you gonna question while you make the walk back to the precinct?
What was going through your mind when you were trying to steal my friend? What the actual hell?
What the actual hail?
I went southern there for a minute. I
What the
apologize.
actual? Listen here,
What in Sam
motherfucker.
L was going
What?
through your ticker?
What in Sam Hell was going through your Roxy ass motherfucking self? You gotta think here real quick, alright? You gotta think with that ticker.
Oh my god.
They kind of look at you, and it just like, listen, I didn't know I was grabbing some rat.
First off, not a
It ain't
rat.
just some rat. That's my friend.
It's technically a marsupial.
Hush.
Rat.
I'm gonna hold Jake up to his face. I'm just gonna let him kick him.
It is more like a soft pap.
Good enough.
I wonder how much these boots and this hat would sell for.
Probably not much. There.
And they're mine now.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
get.
okay.
I
If
don't
he
get
said,
the point, but sure.
if he was going to say like, well, my hat's got my name, and Percival was going to be cheeky and just go,
Nope. And just like, so why'd you steal my boots?
I haven't thought of that yet. I can't steal the belt though.
Don't steal his
don't.
belt.
That
For God's
would
We don't need
be-
his pants falling off. Leave him
No.
alone.
Yeah,
They are
that,
wearing
No,
two
that's
belts.
that's the thing. It's supposed to be the situation. It's like I haven't decided why I've stolen the boots yet, but I can't steal more if you're having a complication.
Actually, why don't you check his pockets, see what else he's stolen?
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna.
Let's do that when we get to the
Yeah,
place, so we
let's.
can, so he won't get
Yeah,
away
well-
again.
Yeah, we'll handle that
I'm
when
literally
we get
holding him like he's a
No,
bag.
we will handle that when we're at the precinct when there are multiple witnesses there to kind of catch him if he tries to bolt again. But I will say, these boots. Is there a lake nearby? Is there like a river or stream nearby?
Don't throw them into the river.
Don't.
Okay,
won't.
that's just okay. Snowy,
Not
we already
that-
The
humiliated.
hat.
Not for
Snowy,
another
we al-
60 clicks.
Snowy, we already humiliated the schmuck twice.
Fine,
Let's
we'll
not,
give him back his boots and his hat when he's in police custody.
basically.
All right. Well, I have
I'm still
one more
wearing the hat.
question for him while you guys are talking about stealing his hat and boots.
I'm not talking about stealing. That's Snowy.
I'm going to ask him one more question.
All right.
Hey, I know you ain't got the best reason to talk to us, but hey, we're a bit new in town. You got any info on that storm?
What a question!
You're just given like
New in town.
you can't tell, but the rest of you can see just like a look of like seriously, that's what you're doing.
Hey, listen, I got nothing better to do than ask
He's-
while we
you're not
walk.
like you're not exactly in an advantageous situation here, guy.
But he doesn't have to answer. If he's willing
like-
to answer, I'm willing to not punch him.
Yeah, I mean, like,
If he wants to escape, I won't try to hit him.
It just like how did they respond? Just like I don't keep up with the local news.
Oh, so you ain't a local.
You're just kind of met with some silence.
it's almost like something's rumpling his whiskers.
Sounds like somebody's got too many damn cat puns up his sleeve.
And do you have anything dark, or are you just kind of chilling?
Sasuke's kind of just waiting for her idiot companions to figure out.
We're turning him
they're-
in. We're walking to turn him in.
Go on, dark.
Yeah, this is all happening in transit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't know anything about the weird storm that happened, or the people who are enchanted?
Stuff like that don't really bother me.
Well, we're carrying him with his tail in between his legs. Let's go collect the bounty.
Peter, I swear to God, if you say one more cat pun, I'm going to punch you.
All right, and as you
Hand
guys,
Satsuki the sack of marbles. Try this.
He's
And-
just deadpan looking at this poor guy, just wanting to see his reaction to all these stupid-ass cat puns.
there's not much reaction.
Ah, he gets this all the time.
But as you approach the precinct, you kind of... Sorry. You see a couple other people standing outside alongside that secretary you had talked to earlier. And one of them is kind of a... Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay.
Human duffel bag acquired.
We've obtained a man.
I just realized I said a human duffel bag. I do not want to reach inside to find what's out. Find out what's in there.
Don't either.
Please no.
Wonder what's in these pockets.
Ugh. No. Stop it.
It's a void in there. There's it's like reaching to a pile of junk.
I don't want to know what's in his prison wallet, so stop it.
I'm talking about his pockets. Leave his prison wallet alone. I ain't letting you take off his
Let's
belt. You
not.
ain't checking his prison wallet.
Let's
Not.
not.
I just said I don't want to.
I'm saying he's now my new human duffel bag for a couple blocks. I wonder if my epithet applies to his pockets.
Oh dear God. That'd actually be pretty powerful. It applying to any pocket.
It applies to any bag. and I called him a human duffel bag because it works on my fanny pouch. It works on Jihei's backpack. We have no other sources of bags that I know of.
We have one other bag, but it's a subspace highway that can have whatever.
I wonder what happens if we do if we pull the bag of holding on either of them. Flip it inside out, see what's in there.
Oh God.
God, that's dangerous.
What if I put my bag into the bag of magic mail carrying?
No, hon. Snowy. That's
Yeah?
a last-ditch effort move right there.
Just chunk the bag of holding into the subspace highway? Hell yeah.
No, just turn your bag inside out.
I'm scared what an inside-out subspace highway would lead to, because if an inside-out bag of holding just showers everything that's in the bag at people, what the fuck does a subspace highway do?
I'm back.
That's not a pocket dimension.
Hi,
That's
Ari.
That's a road of the subconscious.
Alright, as I was saying, you guys get back to the precinct, and outside there are 3 people. One of them is that receptionist, and there's a taller gentleman and what appears to be a young lady? Question mark. And they appear to be waiting.
I am confused.
A young lady? Question mark.
I am going to post a picture in the Pictures and Tunes for you. And it's also the full picture that also has frickin' Quincy. Boop.
So we get to see that pink section.
Yes.
Listen,
I was correct.
we could just...
What were you correct with?
Because I distinctly remembered something involving the name Quincy and 2 other names.
Oh my God, they all have Q names.
Are those
Listen.
robo arms?
We don't want any trouble. We just want the bounty off this guy, and then you can break him out later if you want. But we need the money.
I was just very upset with him when he tried to steal my friend.
That's really where it came down. He tried to rob from us twice, and
Robbed from you once. He took my buddy and he
he actually took a thing.
Took my friend. Rude.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like,
do you put Quincy on the ground?
no. I'm gonna just say no. Let's not put him on the ground.
Not until we're fully inside.
Yeah.
You're just kind of stared at by the tall one, and he kind of looks like he's judging you all a bit. Before, go on.
We'll say, sir. Snazzy vest.
He doesn't.
I am tempted to reach to slap him on the back of the head, but I will refrain.
First of all, we'll do it for Mistiv. I forget. For
Hunter.
There you go. Thank you.
Something-
Go on, Dirk.
Something tells me that there's more going on here than we think or we know.
You are met simply with a kind of stern look, and the tall one just kind of holds up a small bag. Uncuff them, and I give you the bounty.
Considering both
Slowly
of us
sets him on the floor.
hold on.
I'm not gonna drop him because I got my payback.
And also, Percival's gonna basically read him because he's dealt with probably this type of stuff before with the bonsai blasters, the few competent ones that are actually there.
Yeah, these guys actually look pretty competent. Like, Valentine's only, thing here is that he got caught twice by people that
Yeah, exactly.
could basically counter him pretty well, so...
Oh, hey, pretty high roll.
Nice.
Alright, how are you trying to read him?
Like, is he with... Is he with...
With Quincy?
Is he with the twink, or...
As far as you can tell, these two seem to know Quincy, and we're specifically waiting.
I'm guessing you're. It's Silver Soul, right?
Yes.
I'm guessing you two are also part of Silver Soul.
You're kind of met with a look of not your concern.
Then why would you be caring about this little schmuck so much? As Percival takes the hat off of Peter's head and shows the underside.
They both kind of stare at you and just like, do you want the bounty?
We'll take it.
I have nothing against him after I got my payback, so I have no reason to give him to one person or the other, so I'm setting him down.
Names
Same
first,
here.
though?
You're kind
Names
of
first.
Yeah, names first, yeah.
You're kind of stared at. You first.
Johnson.
Say that again.
Seriously, that's the best you could come up
Did
with.
you
The best part is I can just say Pete's nickname, and it's really funny because of the situation. Pete's just gonna say Quicksilver. Peter Mercury!
Are you sticking with Johnson?
Yes. If anything, he said it without a beat, so it's probably his usual alias when he's actually doing stakeouts and shit. So it's natural to him.
All right.
Pete's used to just making this joke, so Quicksilver.
Oh my god.
Waiting to see if Valentine actually picked up on any of our names.
I don't think any of you
We
ever
didn't say each other's names.
We
That's the
didn't
best part.
actually.
Yeah. You're Satsuki, do you chime in with anything?
Satsuki's kind of just standing there watching, given she's been of little to no part of this.
Hunter actively puts a hand over his mouth and tries to hold back a laugh.
He likes dick jokes. Don't worry about him.
Wow. Wow.
All right. Kind of stared at a little bit, and eventually, after a couple minutes of quietness, he eventually just responds with soul.
Well, the thing is, I can't exactly dispute that because
Same here.
I can't dispute bullshit because I'm bullshitting.
Yeah.
I mean, you also have no idea who this is.
Who'd ever thought a group of enchanted would be standing in the middle of the road in such silence?
You know, we give him back. And
I put him down. I'm not touching him
yeah.
after that.
And
I don't have the key anyway. I can't let him out.
as well as the bounty, because my friend here probably would like to have that, as we are not exactly swimming in wealth. Mind if we have a little chat afterwards?
You kind of like this. The only expression you've gotten out of this guy is cold stare, and it just no discussion.
Oh well. We're in front of the police station, right? Because that's where you said we met them.
Yes, this is in front of the precinct.
I would say
Guys, out of character. What was that spider lady's name again?
we didn't get one. We didn't get a name for her.
I thought we did.
No, we didn't.
Nope.
Damn. I was gonna try and name drop, see if they react to it.
You know, slug on face.
Oh, what's his name again?
Varen.
Percy knows Slug on Face.
What was that, Ari?
Varen.
Varen.
You know what the best part is?
What?
Hmm?
Pete unplugs the headphones from his Y-Pod.
All right.
Oh no.
And now we get speaker.
If no discussion, well then, let's see, 20 feet apart from the both of us.
Oh no.
I'd say you have
Eat.
6 seconds.
Why'd you say his name?
Yeah, why'd you say my name?
Dark? Seriously?
Go on.
I rephrase that.
I want to know where Pete's going with this. Go on.
You have about 10 or so seconds. Ari?
Hmm?
I'm just gonna DM this to you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Pete slaps onto his scroll wheel and hovers over one song.
What are you
What
doing?
song is it?
I'm concerned.
I'm worried.
I'm worried too. What song is it?
What
Don't
are
worry
you
about
doing?
Snowy?
Don't worry about it. I'm worrying
Alright, so-
about it.
Please,
Okay.
please
You
show me the
have-
song. I'm curious.
We're gonna hear it in a minute, I swear.
Oh, you can't. Well, you can in game, but you can't on stream because of copyright.
Because copyright.
No,
Yeah.
but you can definitely post it in the games too, and we can all click on it.
I get it for you.
Oh my god, what fucking song is it? I'm so
I'm gonna
God.
see the name and I'm gonna want to slap you. I can already feel it.
So it's like he's already got his hand over the scroll wheel ready to play. It's like you have, let's say, 10 seconds to reconsider.
What are you doing?
Satsuki, whatever you do, do not amplify this.
Why the hell would I?
Pain and suffering? I don't know. I don't know a lot about you.
The actual iPods can get pretty loud, so.
All right. So
God.
Okay,
What the fuck
so-
is going on here?
so
No,
Quincy
just
is
put the
on the
fucking video.
ground, correct?
Yes.
He's still cuffed.
All right.
And remember, I am able to basically act pretty damn fast, so.
You.
I do have an anytime reaction, so I can react pretty quickly too.
Yeah. The other guy just kind of calmly walks up to you,
Who is you?
Pete,
Okay.
and goes, "And what are you planning on doing?"
Snowy.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Do you?
Getting threatened by a child. Oh boy.
I'm 19.
I have no clue what he plans on doing, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna step back and leave that to you too.
Yeah,
I-
we don't know what he's doing either.
4, 3,
Just
2.
my god.
He.
Blaring!
I was gonna
as
say,
he
hold
swipes the lantern
Oh,
off his belt.
come on.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was right. I do want to slap you.
Oh
I'm
my
swiping the
God.
lantern off his belt.
Okay, why?
Looks important.
It looks like a
Snowy
lantern.
has turned his character into a thief. Great.
Blue flame lantern on his belt. Looks important.
You do also realize butane burns blue, right?
Yes, but never mind. I could swipe his belt instead and have him basically
How about stop
take his
trying
disadvantage on
to
bolting.
swipe shit?
No,
I'm trying to keep the advantage here, damn it.
you're going to have us lose the advantage.
Oh.
He probably already lost it. He just started blaring "fuck the police."
Just let him.
Okay.
Just
I
let
want,
him.
I'm going to back
here's
this
my
up.
logic here. Here is my logic here, alright? 10 seconds in front of the police precinct, noise complaint in front of the police precinct. Basically, the name of the song was just to be funny at this rate. Noise complaint in front of the precinct, they're gonna want to know what's going on. We have 3 of the Silver Soul in front of us, and there's an entire precinct behind them.
Here's one.
They are pinned in between.
Sorry. Here's one problem with that theory.
What's the problem?
There's 3 people in front of us, not counting Quincy. Yes.
No, 2.
Two.
There were 3 people. It was the 2 of them plus the secretary lady.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
If
why?
if that's the case, I didn't hear the secretary lady. So if that's the case, I guess we can walk back here because I honestly did not hear the secretary lady because I've had them to get up and get down.
Yeah.
So then I will say if it's secretary lady there, we can pass them on.
Oh, is the secretary lady part of this
Yeah.
as well?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
been
that's
here
what I
this
was trying
entire
to
time.
figure out.
No, I don't mean just physically present.
I know what he means.
Yeah.
No, she's just there.
So if that's
Yeah,
the case, it's the situation that changes the entire situation. My bad, guys.
Yeah. So we're backing up to when they're still just kind of apart, and you are being told he's not offering any discussion,
Yeah.
but he is offering to just hand you the bounty, and you hand over the Quincy.
Yeah, I set him down. I like to take a few steps forward and set him down.
Percival
Yes.
Percival is also going to come up, take the pouch and make sure that it's the proper amount.
Pete's gonna hand Quincy back his shoes and slap the hat back on his head.
Undamaged.
Undamaged. Nothing's damaged, by the way. This is mainly just to get back in the situation.
Yeah.
Didn't you
So
erase part of the
No,
Oh, yeah,
tab?
I said if
yeah.
I said if you started being cheeky, I would.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So Quincy's back and everything. He can put his boots back on when he's uncuffed.
yeah. So the time is given, and Percy, as far as you can tell, the bounty was set for only for 25, and there are 25 coins in there.
Okay, and
Well, there you go. You got your revenge there.
Percival's
Quicksilver.
Percival's gonna uncuff his ankles first, stand him up,
Good.
and basically just ask him to hold his arms while to hold his hands still, so he doesn't do anything funny.
They just kind of are lying there.
Gold's been passed over. Quincy's free now, right?
Yeah, but it's just that the thing is, he's a
Make sure he doesn't
he's
try
a
to
slippery
swipe
little
anything.
shit. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, what I'm gonna ask simply. So money's been transferred. Quincy has been freed.
Partially.
Deal's been made, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If y'all don't mind, then.
What are you gonna do?
So Pete's just going to like vanish for a second, basically speedily reappear between the secretary and the other girl. So, what's the situation?
You kind of freak out the secretary a little bit, and she's just like, "Can you please not do that?"
Can do. So, what's the situation?
Alright.
What's all this about?
Oh my god.
The other girl just kind of tilts her head and like kind of puts her fingers to either side of her forehead and just kind of tilts her head. Like, I don't know.
Oh,
That's
great,
why I'm
we got
asking.
another
That's why I'm
Kaiban
asking.
shit.
That's why I'm asking the secretary.
I mean, she's just like, they heard someone that Quincy was getting in trouble, and are essentially paying bail, which is also the bounty, and she just kind of shrugs.
As long as there's no funny business, I don't see a problem with it. Pete looks back to the vest. Really do like that vest, dude. Like, holy, you really pulling that off.
Yeah, are they gonna hold it? Are they going to hold his arms still?
I mean,
so he doesn't-
I'm assuming that that the other guy just kind of walks up and like puts a somewhat firm boot on Quincy's shoulder. But
A boot?
He's on his feet.
Yeah, Percival stood him up.
Unless this guy's got really long legs.
no, I was imagining that he was still just on the ground while this was going
No,
on.
we're at least slightly respectful when we find out
No.
that these people want him back.
Yeah,
He's been given back. His hat's been given back.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah.
he's still bootless, but he's
Yeah, he's
up,
gotta put his.
he's up
He
off
just
the
gotta.
ground now.
He's
Then,
gotta put his boots back on.
Just
then-
remember, Quincy got full on body slammed by Hunter. He's probably got a few fractures or.
And,
I
and
was
also,
gonna say-
also
great.
a face slam. You know, he's probably got a bloody nose.
then he probably just puts a firm hand on his shoulder and just kind of glares you down. Like that just seems to kind of be his natural ways. In fact, he kind of just completely ignored Pete.
Oh damn.
glares at Percival or glares down Quincy.
Just in general.
General
Just a-
glare down.
just
Dear
an
God.
in general glare.
Yeah, he has a bad
Okay.
case of the resting bitch face.
Okay, Percival pockets the first set of cuffs and undoes the second, and then quickly undoes it and backs up.
Alright. The two of the... I'm just... Like... Quincy just kind of starts walking as they're shoved in shoulder. And the other guy just kind of walks backwards until he's back with The other
The other
two.
two.
And
Yeah.
Pete, because he's over there
Oh
on
my
that side
god.
now. That's the best part. He walked over there to talk to the secretary.
Yeah, the secretary's just like, are we all done here?
I mean, I'm remembering that you just said it's petty crime at this point, so like, yeah, it should be fine.
She goes, fine, just don't cause any more trouble.
I mean, we
She-
haven't really
Is
caused
she
any
saying? Is
trouble.
she saying
Not
that?
us.
She's mostly saying it to those three.
Pete, just get back over here. Leave him
I
alone.
am perfectly fine. I'm not annoying them. I'm just asking the secretary stuff. And I've already done my asking, and I don't see a reason to fume back when she asked me not to fume back.
You know, you
I
could
think
just.
the flump was
walk.
to get
I
in her
could.
face.
And the
Yeah, she just came over
but
there.
still. So like,
And she just kind of gives that warning off and starts walking back into the precinct. And at that point, Pete, you are confronted by the other guy just turning around and he's just like, are you done?
for now, yeah, but come back at me later and maybe.
Do you zoom back to where you were?
I mean, if you, it's like now I'm just gonna go do what I did to go back if you don't mind.
He doesn't say anything.
Just like the instant
My
like
God.
dusk, the water vapor cloud as he's just back over there.
And at that point, he just kind of looks at you all and it's just like, we will hopefully not meet again.
Yeah.
I'd like to
Yeah.
say the opposite.
I'd say too. You guys seem to be the only ones that really well, you're surprisingly enough our crowd, even though you're like a better version of those banana suit guys back home.
That's not a compliment.
Better version of them? I think, yeah.
Yeah, but you referred to them as banana suit guys.
At this
I'm
point,
sorry, they all wear yellow.
Anyways, Hunter's just gonna wave. It's like, yeah, nice meeting you.
at this point,
Yeah,
he just kind of looks at Quincy and goes, distraction. And at this point, you guys see a small pebble kind of just appear in the guy's hand and he throws it towards you. And it promptly goes off in a flashbang.
That was unnecessary.
Well, as the flash disappears, you just see that all three of them just disappeared.
That's the only
Quick, everybody
response.
check your purses.
Was anything taken off of us?
As far as you can tell, everything's still on your person.
Checking for
we're-
Jake.
There's
We're
still a Jake.
25 crowns
Jake's not a
richer,
thing.
and we're 25 crowns richer, and with still no leads.
We do have one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we've got the guys at
football
the
field?
we've got the guys at the sports ball field, but like,
Speaking of, how long has it been?
I'd say it's
Hmm.
probably been only been like 2 hours in universe.
yeah,
But at this point, it's kind of a case of, I think we are good to stop because a lot of this has just kind of been improv, and I don't have anything for the people at the sports field.
Which that's fine.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Now,
We had an enjoyable time.
Now, considering
Yeah.
considering what happened with the whole Quincy confrontation, part 1 and part 2, do we get a HP and proficiency up from that?
You never really directly entered combat.
Yeah, we never directly entered combat with them.
That's why I'm asking.
I body slammed him.
Yeah.
Did.
I think
Uh,
that counts. I did damage.
I will say all of you can get a +1 to proficiency since there was some semblance of, something going down.
A kerfuffle.
There was a kerfuffle indeed.
So that's 12 for Percival.
Same.
That's 8. Oh, sorry, that's
That's
9
not
for
Percival.
That's 4.
9.
Thanks to those 2 20s I rolled.
The flashbang stole a few centimeters of your eyesight. Thanks,
Yeah.
Walter.
Oh,
I kind
God
of saw that
damn it,
coming, so I waved goodbye.
Uh,
It's like I knew they were gonna make their dramatic exit, so I just prepared by waving.
We've got sports ball, and sadly, the hat and the boots are gone. But we made an acquaintance.
I'd hardly call that an acquaintance. I feel like if anything, we got enemies.
Quaint?
No,
No.
I would say acquaintances because
Yeah.
from how it sounded, they were bailing out their buddy
Yeah.
from being an idiot.
Yeah. There's really no hard feelings in it. Just someone being a goddamn idiot.
I mean, you also don't know anything about them
Exactly.
I'd say we're at a -1 relationship.
I was gonna say
All we
one
know
of
is
them.
that
Less than
Quincy's a
neutral.
dipshit.
Probably because of Peter's insistent flirting.
No,
I
I
mean-
think it's less Peter's fault or Pete's fault. Sorry, and more just bad circumstances.
Yeah, like the one guy, just kind of a consistent, does not give any shits.
He's got a nice vest.
Gives no shits. The other one has not spoken, and Quincy is resident
An
cowboy.
idiot. Quincy is the resident idiot.
I mean, someone's got to do the petty crime.
I mean, probably these guys aren't going to become like Bliss Ocean later on.
Bliss Ocean is the anti-epithet terrorist organization.
I think it's more as long as they don't become a major threat / the final villain.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. I thought it's like I'm okay with them being the better Bonsai Blaster variation.
But
Where they're just slightly competent.
I'm gonna be honest though, it's just the matter of the way you referred to them as the better banana suit guys. It sounds heavily like an insult.
Never.
It is definitely an insult.
Pete's never bothered to register their names because they're all idiots that
dude,
think mail fraud is.
I'm not saying why the hell Peter referred to it as that. I'm saying like just because of how it's worded, it sounds like a massive insult.
Eventually, Pete will remember their name.
But yes, you did manage to at least guess +1 epithet today. And that'll be fun. But now I had to plan for next session. Which,
Yay.
DJ, you said you won't be here for that.
Yes.
So I think I know what I want to kind of do with that. And
So I have to somehow wrangle in Snowy all week next time.
Yep.
Because
Fine.
Dark's just not going to be helping much.
What? Oh.
Wow.
No, it's
Chill.
just because you sit quietly most of the time. No other reason.
It's because I either try to say something but everyone else is talking, or because I don't know what to say.
It's fine.
I'm going to
man.
need your help.
But
I don't think I can wrangle in Snowy on my own.
anyway,
I'm at least somewhat. Never mind.
It's
It's
a
fine.
joke, Snowy. Quit taking it personally.
Anyway, next time I'll probably try and gear it towards y'all learning something at the university campus. I'll try and minimize how much actual plot just for the sake of
Oh, yeah, that's
DJs.
sports field.
Yeah. That way DJ doesn't miss too
Sportsball.
much. So, but I hope y'all enjoyed the session today. And we will go from there. And next Sunday, well, Tuesday is going to be Terraria Tuesday.
Yeah, with me.
Yeah, and then next Sunday for me is going to be the second episode of Xeno Archive.
What are you going to talk about? Do you have a sneak peek for us? What are you going to talk about?
I'm gonna talk about the useless distinction that between what is a Hans and what is a human.
Was a human.
So
A follower of an owl-themed VTuber.
anyway, we will see you all next time. Until then, have a good day.